chercher le trophée à la fin et aussi une victoire à Paris, donc c'est plutôt donnant-donnant.
And it's between two teams who thoroughly deserve this opportunity, and it's two teams that have very different temperaments.
On one side you have trash talk, on the other side you have humility.
On one side you have Korea, on the other side Turkey.
I think it's time to bring our teams to the stage.
Absolutely. Please welcome onto the stage, BBL! The team that once upon a time knocked out the title holders. The team that nobody wanted to face.
Vous voulez huer encore plus? Est-ce que vous pouvez faire encore un petit peu plus de bruit, Paris? C'est BBL! And their opponents, the last hope of Korea for this third place, Nongshim Red Force!
Huge reaction in-house at the STC Arena. Whatever happens, they leave this tournament having earned the respect of so many. And as you can see here, both of these teams are carrying black keys, and that is because sadly both of their golden ones were crushed.
Now bronze medal on the line, cash, championship points and smiles.
Paris, allez!
Paris, let's go!
Thank you very much, Lou and Ian Chambers. Let's see what's coming home for which squad here.
BBL
and
น้องชิม Red Force
and Ian referred to it, have earned the respect, but the admiration is definitely on the side of Nongshim Red Force. It was a cacophony of boos as BBL played the villain earlier in the tournament and now have accepted that role in attempt to do it yet again here against the Pacific outfit.
Yeah, look, very different vibes from these teams, both have their own personalities, and hey, that's okay. We're all here for the drama. If everybody was the same, Valorant would be boring. I love that the BBL kids, they really embrace who they are. They really embrace the fact that they feel like they can beat anybody. It doesn't matter who's on the other side. They won't show you respect because they don't have to.
I've heard some cheers. I've heard some boos. I will say, yesterday we started with a lot of boos that turned up into a lot of admiration for some of the teams. At the end of it, everybody was chilling. Well, almost everybody was chilling for BBL to close that one. And I think that's where we should move the conversation now towards that first map. That was also the last they played yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Or are we going Breeze first?
Breeze, yeah, absolutely.
Going to be the first one? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I will say for BBL, they have to have a little bit of a recovery from what we saw yesterday. It wasn't looking good for them on this map. Absolutely manhandled by NRG here.
I will give you something. BBL started super strong against NRG. Again, I don't know if it was NRG looking just terrible on that first map, but towards the end, started weakening a lot. On the other side, I did see a Nongshim that fought all the way through and could have perfectly been the winners of that match.
You know what's crazy is NRG is considered a very, very defense-sided team, but against BBL ended up winning 3 of those attack rounds against NRG, pushing them to that overtime. Yeah. And I think that speaks really big volumes because NRG, their rotations have been solid, their trap plays have been solid. They're known for changing their setup every single round and catching players off guard. So I'm really interested to see how this plays out for BBL, though. I think looking across the stage at their very calm, very somber team of Nongshim, their confidence might be up there.
Yeah, don't let that confidence fool you. Yep. They don't play quiet in the server. This is a high-powered, fast matchup. Both of these teams love that aggression. They love to push on the defense. They love to be in your face. Not only are they playing for that extra $80,000 in the club championship points, they're playing for pride of their nations, representing Turkey and Korea here. No one's going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, and specifically on this map, I remember multiple rounds on Breeze
ที่
where
3
BBL
ห
were
รือที่
just pushing up mid on
วัดใจตรงนี้แหละ
catching energy way out. I think, as you said, big time, it is going to be aggression versus aggression, and it's going to be so much fireworks.
I think that for both of these teams, we can say yes, the aggression is coming into place, but they've
แต่
also
ว่า
been
น่า
very
จะ
good at
เดือด
adapting
แน่น
to
อนค
their
รับ
opponents. To me, in this side, I will give a little bit more props to BBL because that is
ส
something
องคู่นี้นี่ตึงๆกันอยู่แล้วนะ
could not do at the beginning of the year. Yes, there's been some moments still where the
สายการเล่นที่
stands. We see so many situations where they have the
ไม่
advantage,
เกรงใจใคร
but they feel like they need to make a move. And we have seen the teams on the other side waiting for them to make that mistake and catch them off guard. I think that is something that Nongshim doesn't need real preparation in, but it's something that they need to look out for and take advantage.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, look, Nongshim like to play at their own pace, but as you say, it's all about countering what your opponent's going to do. I think a little patience would go a long way for both of these teams in this series. You got to know when to strike. You got to time it well, as we do have the agent select coming in here for the side of Nongshim. They've been playing this for such a long time with excellent success. The classic double duelist. Watch out for Danby on that Neon and X-Ross right behind him on the Phoenix.
This is why I picked X-Ross. So X-Ross, sorry,
Okay.
he's back on the Phoenix. He's been going crazy when he is on his game, and I think today's definitely going to be one of those days that we're going to see that. The reason I'm saying that, the reason I'm so confident is because Nongshim have been so good with a lot of their trap plays, pushing and flashing through those walls, using the double walls to a really good extent.
One of the first maps that we saw from there here,
พร้อม
and I
ที่
was
สามารถ
actually
เห็น
very
กันได้
impressed
ใน
to see
ช่วง
them
นี้
back
บ่อย
in the
ครั้ง
form
นะ
that I was promised that they were. To me, this is also a test for BBL. How hard was that loss yesterday?
มันจะมี
Can
ทั้
you
ง
bounce back? When we speak about
จังหวะ
experience, this is also a
Harbour
very good lesson in life.
ไวเป
Can
อ
you
ร์
push through? We see
ที่
the
เลิก
faces,
ได้
they're smiling.
And they've lost
แต่
the
ไอ
map,
วี
but
นี่
they've still picked it. They
เอา
lost
สุด
this
นะ
map the last time.
เมื่อวานแต่ว่ายังไม่
That
พอ
means there's a lot of study that's gone into this. A lot of VOD review and definitely a lot of adaptation.
Again, that 14-12 heartbreak for them.
ส่วนฝั่ง BBL นี่เมื่อวานมันจะเป็น River Rock นะครับมากันหลายคนอยู่ BBL แต่ว่าเกม 3 มันไหลไปหน่อยดิไม่มีทรงเท่าไหร่ครับแบบ3เมื่อวานตอนเจอกับ NRG
Well, the trophy might not be in the running anymore, but for these boys, a spot on the podium still up for grabs. Not only that, but a share of $220,000. A best of 3 stands in their way between walking out of here with a medal or seeing their key crushed a second time.
But that's the fun thing about this game is you go into it and you go, I feel like most grand finals wouldn't have an 80 grand difference for finishing 3rd or finishing 4th. Like it is a lot of money and points for their club as well. But also just both of these teams are going to come into this wanting to win. They're both aggressive teams. They're both teams that like to play a similar style with a lot of flair. And I don't think either of them will want to come out with a defeat here. Early trade, but it's Danby to give them the lead for a moment.
3-3
Still though, BBL have already fought
เจ็บ
back
หนัก
and
หมดเลยครับ
found some space on this
มาอีก
A
แล้วครับพลังของเชอร์ลีฟ
Rock behind, but with
ของ
Rose
ฝั่งน้อง
down,
ชิม
he's gonna have to
โอ้โห
rally to the site. There's no one left
มัน
to
ของ
beat
จริง
up
จริงว่ะ
with
เมตานี้
Nongshim. With a
ออกเชอร์ลีฟ
solid
มาซัด
opening
เลย
here
ครับ
in
น้อง
the
ชิม
pistol.
พิสตอล
And that's one thing that I'm very excited about. What you were mentioning
ค่อน
during
ข้างที่จะเห็นผลดีมากกว่าผลเสียนะจากการใช้ใน EWC รอบนี้ครับ
Both squads liking to play aggressive. And that could lead to some
โคตรแรง
explosive rounds right out the gate.
Well, yeah, I think that you look at the two
เดี๋ยว
teams
ตัวละ
that
นัด
are
อะ
in that grand final
คื
and
อ
what they had
ได้
to
สู้แน่นอน
survive by
เป็น
playing
บี
that
ด้วย
slower, more calculated style of
ระยะไกล
Valorant.
นี่
And then you have these
ส
two
บายๆเลยครับ
teams
เชอ
where
รี่
it is almost a battle of who is the best at this style of play. Obviously different ideas in terms of the agent pool. But for Nongshim, they've proven they can have incredible halves, incredible streaks of rounds. I take their last game on this map versus Vitality, a 10-2 defensive side. So I have to see if BBL are up to the task. In this round, probably not. Not a whole lot to play with, and well, I don't think RB is going to have too many easy
ไม่น่ามีปัญหา ราวนี้บรีสน้องชิม
Francis, a bit of a scrap. Classic on Moida, dealing some decent damage, but still yet to drop a body. The man that finally falls is the one with the sheriff for Nongshim. Their funds are still secure. And it's Rose who's left to
เล่นต่อ
try
แล้ว
his best to
เล่น
make
ต่อราว
this
2 ดี
costly.
ด้วย
X-Ross able to turn up an extra orb. Decent start, as you said. Not really
เม
anything
มๆหน่อยเพื่อน
lost
ก่อนจาก
off the side of Nongshim. Well, it's safe to say that if any team has made themselves a villain thus far in this tournament, it's definitely been BBL. This crowd is very much leaning the way of the Koreans. An almost packed out house.
And we've heard it from the folks in the crowd throughout the last couple of days. When Mates got eliminated, a lot of their fans, they were impressed by what they saw from Nongshim.
You can see why.
You really can. The flair they
ไป
bring to
ก่
the
อนแล้วค
server.
รับพี่โรสเมื่อวาน
Already
พี่โร
giving
ส
them an
ก็พลาด
advantage
เย
in
อะนะ
round number 3. This is a round that should be a bonus.
จังหวะตายฟง
Could
ตาย
have
ฟรี
weaknesses for Nongshim. You
หลัง
can
ๆเริ่ม
see
ดุด
it's not like they're going to be pulling a lot of punches, and it looks like they have an idea late. A lot of players grouping up around middle. Nongshim, flash in hand for X-Ross. It's going to go through that wall. But the blitz is cancelled moments later as they see that space open and hear all this noise
เข้ามา
coming
เจอ
out
มา
on
แช
the
ล
A
ครับ
side.
ดับบิ
Should be a post bomb.
ไม่ได้
With the sniper and the weapon.
มาแล้วเจ้าเลยครับ BBL สวย รอบนี้แต่ใจดีอะเคลียร์เลยรู้ว่าน้องชิมดันกลางไปครับไม่พร้อมที่จะเล่นในไซส์เท่าไหร่
And Ivy, this comes down to cost. This man has pulled off miracle rounds, but this would have to be one of the best.
คนนี้นี่น่าจะยากแล้วแต่เนี่ยตัดอีกสักหนึ่งก็โอเคละเอ้า
Now Ivy's in trouble.
เห็น
The
พอดี
reposition from Lover's Rock behind Yellow. Leaves him open to this angle, but yeah, Ivy's not going to hit the shot there either. And now boxed in, swung.
โอ้ยนึกว่าจะมากกว่าหนึ่ง
They sent a lot of players out to finish the job, and now they've got a round as a result. A strong start. I do think that when you look at Nongshim and what they have to play with, I'm a big fan of this composition. There's a whole lot of flexibility. Even when you lose your smokers, they've got so many walls to play around to make the battlefield very uncomfortable.
สไปยังไม่ต้องวางนะไอคนถือสไปคือลาหลอกเมื่อกี้ที่พุ่งเข้าไปหลังซ้ายไม่รู้ว่าตั้งใจหรือเปล่าหรือหยิบติดมือมาแต่ก็ทำให้สุดท้ายก็คือต้องไปเคลียร์แบ็กไซด์ให้หมดกันดี
Because it was a bonus round for Nongshim and Danby instead of having a marshal.
อัปเกรดครับโอเปอเรเตอร์ของดัมบิ
Liking to roam around the map and mid is going to be cleared out. France is
จ้าเอ๋
finding info on Kreven, but he will just retreat. In the meantime, his teammates looking to hit it.
มาแบบเร็วไปแล้วครับจังหวะแรกไซส์ครับดันกลางใช่ไหมขอยึดใน A แล้วกัน
Here from Nongshim, able to walk in and claim the site. This time they have to fight
โอ้
for
โห
it, and that they do.
แฟดออกมายิงพลาดอีกลอส
Putting 3 in the ground already, and with a minute on the clock,
ยิง
the
หลังยากเสมอ
spike not even planted. Nongshim have called the save. I don't think there's much of a choice here, other than to carry those weapons through. But it's not like they'll be buying around them in the next.
เปิดกล้อง
No, it's not in the best of spots, and another very direct hit from the side of BBL. Keeping things relatively basic, but also it seems like their reactions are coming off what their opponents are doing. When there's that contact into middle, they know that their opponents like to make these aggressive plays. It goes, okay, if you're contacting there, options are there's a little bit of a looser hold over on the A site. And even with 3 players ready, they're able to clear the box for LaRock.
โอ้ตัวปีสวน
Needed that to be an instant shot with how low on HP was an RB. I think he's trying to bait his opponent in towards the fight.
จ้าเอ๋
he loses life as
ตา
well.
มันตีรัวๆเลยอาร์พี
Yeah, you definitely understand why they go hunting those rifles down, remove any strengths from the next. But for BBL, what could have been a big moneymaker round ends up having a bit of a price tag to it. It's not exactly a win for Nongshim, but it's an upside to an otherwise bleak round. Now we've seen BBL 2 times move towards that A site with great success. Nongshim's adaptation will probably be seen in the next round.
อยู่ๆก็ไปซัดกองเชียร์ที่ปารีสไง BBL
and a very early blitz towards this B site. Contacting for now, but crunching slowly in, and Kreven has no idea the forces about to come his way. 4 players on the swing. He is going to need to be clean to even survive this, and only 1 found. It's a good start for Nongshim
ได้อยู่
considering the round that it is.
It
มี
is
ปืน
just
สอง
the
กระบอก
same
ครับ
thing
รอบ
though
นี้
for
น้องชิม
BBL. They get that early information.
โรส
The
ไป
rest of the
แล้ว
team have just
โร
contacted
สบอก
them
เอา
towards
ชัวร์
A. I think they basically
รอแบ
had
น
the
ติ
side
เลย
by the time Kreven fired his first shot. Now this is quite deep aggression from the Rock. Clearly feeling like he could just out-aim anybody in the server, but with some weaker weaponry in play, it definitely has some risks about
เล่น
it.
ไม่ได้ว่ะเจอตัว
I feel like he's managed to dodge the majority though. Pushing towards the spawn, it will only be
หลอก
if
ไปนู่นเลย
Exos
เฮ้ย
actually checks towards his left-hand side, which they do,
หุ
but
ย
now
หุยเจ็บนะ
with that knife
นั
in
ด
the
เดียวตาย
back,
นะครับ
with the
โดน
spanner
เชอ
in
รี
the
ฟอะ
works, they need to take the time to clear
พยายาม
him.
ดิ้
And
นแหละ
Exos has done that. Ultimate
เอื้
online,
อ
any chance
ไม่
of
ได้
winning the round is completely dissipated. And BBL,
พยายามตัดปืนให้ได้เยอะที่สุดครับ
after losing that
น้
pistol
องชิม
and second
ก็
round,
ได้อยู่
they've won everything else.
2 กระบอก
Starting to see them smile, and soon we'll see them stand. If this keeps up for BBL, the A side definitely looking like a weakness.
ฟา
But
อันติ
again,
ด้วย
think about the round that was in it
น่าจะ
here.
เริ่มใกล้ได้อัน
There
ติ
was
กันแล้วครับ
pistols to play with, just the 2 rifles. They start with an opening advantage. But as you said, BBL trade that out for map control, a plant, and a very defensible position. 3-2. The lead for BBL with the full buy from Nongshim is where they
รอ
look
เก
to
มบุก
fight
บอกว่า
back
เกมบุกไม่
again.
เดือดมาก
Presence towards mid. In fact,
เนี่ย
it
คอม
is
ต
the
อนกันมันทำอะไรไม่ได้นอกจาก
exact
รวม
same
ตีรวม
round
ตี
that they're going to attempt.
เล่นกับ
Again,
ม่าน
the weakness has been the A
รวม
side,
มัน
and
สู้
this time BBL looked to crumble it from another angle. They expected this defense to shift, that they could punish someone towards the double doors, fight top mid,
ข
and
องมัน
instead
ส่งยาก
they are
ของมันต้องส่งระยะใกล้หมดเลย
being
นีออน
gifted
ฟิ
the
นิ
A
กซ์
side.
อาร์เวอร์
They have no idea.
เฮ้ยตายฟรีปะเนี่ย
No.
เคเว่น
And they won't for a second,
Ah.
maybe even until Kreven is dead.
Ooh,
And there you go,
เรียบ
it
ร้อยครับ
gets revealed. Lorok looking for a response, but again, all that information
สาม
there,
เล่มแล้ว
they're going back to fight them.
อุ้ย
They
ไว
want
พี
the
ค
brawl. They want this to turn into a game of
เอ้า
deathmatch.
สองเป้า
So far, so good up until
มี
Exos
เทรดกันยับ
gives
จัด
them an
โอ้
advantage. Francis keeps it going.
เทรดกันตึง
And
จัด
now
ครับ
Loiter is all that
เดี๋ยว
remains.
ลอยต้าคนท้ายครับ
He's had a
ไม่รู้วาร์ปไปไหน
superb start to this game. He might get a knife.
เฉาะไปเลยปะล่ะ
No,
โอ้
he's gonna walk straight into
เดิน
him
ติด
instead with his gun out. Doesn't have its
ผม
ultimate
ก็
to
จะถือ
retrieve the spike.
พัดมาตบ
So we'll have to go and
เฮ้ย
get it or just take the battle instead.
มี
Power
บาย
for Ivy is looking
โอ้
to
ย
retreat
ไม่ทัน
and succeed. But now both players knowing
วัดครับ
exactly where their
โอ้
opponent is.
เปลี่ยนตำแหน่งสวยครับลอยต้า
Gives him the clutch.
ฉลาดจัด
Took his weapon out at just the
ไม่
right
รู้
time
ตำแหน่งครับ
twice
พี่ว่า
there.
วาร์ปไปบ้านเนี่ยไม่ก็วาร์ปไปลงไซบี
Yeah,
นะ
The second time especially, like from his perspective, that player should be bottom mid, defending the spike, hiding away somewhere, and
เนี่
instead
ย
jump
เพราะ
scare
มุม
number
ฟาน
one.
ซิสไม่เห็นสไปร์ครับ
Then he had another. A
เพื่อนน่ะ
moment
รู้ว่าส
later.
ไปร์ตก
The reposition was perfect.
แต่ไม่รู้ว่าลอยต้าเนี่ยเก็บสไปร์ไปหรือยัง
Do you think they want to win?
โอ้
the
ลอย
first?
ต้ามันก็
Seemed
วา
a
ร์ป
bit
ดีด้วยนะ
invested there.
วาร์ปเปลี่ยน
Now
ฝั่ง
BBL again look to this A site. As we said, this is where the weakness has been. Nongshim still able
เอา
to
ไว้
get a
ครับ
buy up. This time
โอ้ย
they're
แต่ว่า
actually
เสีย
defending it. It's
ควัน
the first
เสียแดด
time
ไปแล้ว
that they've actually been
เฮ้ย
at the gates as the enemy looks to break through.
ตาย
But
ฟรี
this time,
เรียบร้อย
it's a fake from BBL.
เอ้า
They were luring them in even though
ไม่
they
ยอม
lose
ยิง
one.
ครับโรบล็อก
Nongshim
จะดักเอา
with
ตัว
all their
สอง
forces on A. And
แล้ว
if
บี
Ivy
ดันมาอี
goes
กแล้ว
down, the B site
โอ้
will fall
ทับไพ่ดอก
alongside him. But a solid opening and the spike now in their control.
ไอวีไม่เอาสุดแน่นอน
Playing a small angle attack.
Oh,
And
wow.
goal, but never mind. It's predicted by
อีกเอ
Lorok.
เวนเทด
Again, though,
ตายเลย
the re-aggression of Exros.
ยังเทรดกันยับๆอยู่ครับ
It feels like that.
แลกกันอีกแล้วครับ
Should've gone and he did eventually
เจอลอย
get
ใต้
the
อีกแล้ว
kill. Again, though, it's going to be Loiter.
ลอยใต้อีกแล้ว
This game so far, he's been an unstoppable force. Already a multitude of frags to his name, but the man against him,
ไม่มี
Dambi,
สตันอะไรทั้งนั้นนะดับบิ
always one to fear. Looks like he's got the
Ui.
positioning right, and eventually
คมจังวะ
we'll get a third round for Nongshim.
รอบนี้ไม่เลือกเดินนะลอยต้า เลือก
That's
โค
come
อยู่
close
เฉย
every step of the way.
ๆแต่ว่าน้องชิปแม่งเดินกันยับเลยครับ
Their constant
ดันหน้า A ดัน
re-aggression
หน้า B มา
paying off tenfold
จัง
in
หวะ
those
แค่แบบ
early fights.
แค่สู้ตรง
Even
กลาง
that
อะ
3v3 as we get into the replay,
มี
you
คน
can see
พร้อมแบบ
they're
ว่ารวบอยู่
constantly
ตลอดเวลา
pushing
น้องชิป
down into mid, sending that flank around as well, and Lloyd seemed to be prepared for it eventually. But one clutch too many demanded of this man.
ปล่อยกลางหรือยัง
back on the
บี
board.
เบล
The first time since
ปล่อย
round
ว่ะ
two. They're in with a chance to
รอบเมื่
equalize.
อกี้โดนไล่ด้วยอันติ
It's
ด้ว
not
ย
like
นะ
BBL are going to come in with very many weaknesses. They even
คอมโบเดินไปแล้วครับน้องชิม
four players with light shields.
คอมโบนี้
But
แม่ง
never mind, the outlaw's
ไม่
gone.
ใช้ได้ไป3 รอบแล้วอ่ะใน
Those are
EWC เนี่ย
most of the chances of BBL securing
What?
this. The spike is down, but
โอ้
LaRock,
โห
he's taking them through the wall. The
เอา
Hunter's
แล้ว
Fury
รถ
is going to be thrown
รถ
through
ไป
as
โดน
Francis feels the pressure
ตก
applied,
เดือน
and
ไป
those
2
are two big tags to make it easier for
พลาดครับ
Exros to finish them off.
โอ้โหแล้วติเลยเหรอ
Using a lot of ultimates though, considering the scenario they're in. I'm quite surprised how
โอ้ย
much
เอา
has
สุด
been
จัดเลย
invested.
น้องชิม
Hunter's Fury maybe, but in a 4v2, also using the reckoning,
กด
clearly feeling like
ติ
this is
ฮา
a
ร์เบอร์ด้วย
crunch round that they need to win cleanly.
เอา
Okay, that's a
เอา
good
เอา
gap for Kreven. Timing's going to be the main thing. He's going to try and go past. Oh, that's nasty, but he couldn't quite correct onto the second, and eventually Francis, who he could have had for free, will be the one.
นึกว่าแบบจะยิงก่อนมุดเข้าสโมก
Still some nice shots from BBL, but the contact into A main, the
ไอคอมโบ
aggressive
หน้า A
pressure
เนี่ย
thrown in from Nongshim.
บอก
and
เลย
a
นะทีมใน
perfect
Pacific
flash made that
ต้อง
very easy
จ
for
ด
them.
จำและระวังตัวให้ดีครับ
Yeah, very much was great utility
คือ
coming
อย่า
out
เดิน
of
อย่าเดิน
Exros.
ดุ่มๆมาเด็ดขาดอ่ะ
And a good solution from
ปกติ
Nongshim,
เรา
as
จะ
we
เห็น
said, that A main has
เขาเลย
been
นะ
given
ส่วน
to
มากคอมโบ
BBL
มันก็
for
คือแบบ
free.
ว่ายัดเข้าไปหลัง
Then
กล่อง
this time, they make that
แต่ที่น้องชิมมัน
realization,
แบบ
go for the early fight.
ปิดเสียงเงียบแล้วก็
Seems
ร
to
อ
have
แฟลช
gotten a pause from BBL. Again, this is something that very much excites me about this matchup. The idea of
เจอ
both
แบบ
of
นี้
these
คือ
teams
ต้องเหมือน
having
กับ
a
ว่า
very similar playbook,
เอาตัวมา
different
ล่อ
agents,
ไม่ก็
of
โดน
course,
ไกล
brought to bear. Different approaches to it, but the baseline is the same. Push, push, push. BBL are taking a moment.
แก้หน่อยครับ
You know, so
จะ
far,
แก้
it
การ
hasn't
ดัน
really
ของ
felt
น้อง
like
ชิมยังไง
Nongshim
ครับ
have been able to play those early aggressive rounds the way that they did previously. They haven't been able to put the pressure on in the same way as in some of their previous series where it just didn't seem like they had anything but a W key.
That has been the interesting thing so far, though, is that they've been pushing every round. It was just that they expected B to come in so often that they just pushed the wrong side of the map for basically half the game. I think that was one of the first rounds where we've actually seen the aggression meet each other within the first couple of seconds.
เปิดมาถือว่าตึงอยู่นะ
Nonetheless,
แต่ว่า
it has not
หน้า
deterred
ตึงได้เปล่าวันนี้
BBL from this constant A site pressure.
มาอีกแล้ว
The B
รอบนี้
side
ปล่อย
doesn't
เจ้า
seem to
เตอร์มา
exist
แก้
for
ครับ
them, but Dambi's there at least with that
โอเปอเรเตอร์
operator
ของ
to
แดม
shut
บี
down two. Hunter's
การ
Fury
จังหวะ
leaves
เปลี่ยน
him
แผน
alone,
ครับ
he'll dodge it again and go back for a little bit
แล้วหลอก
more.
ไหลเข้าไปในไซด์แล้วครับ
He's got a player behind him. Do they?
โอ้
No,
โห
they do.
แดมบีไม่มาช่วยพอดี
Dambi's turn gives the third, and the remaining two players back in main have to retreat.
They sent everything they could at him there.
กลับเลยครับแบบนี้
Dambi didn't seem to care all too much.
ทำเอามาแล้วไม่ใช่ฮะอันนี้พยายามจะเล่นหน้า A เลยอะ
A tough
ยัดไป
choice
เลย
to go
แต่
for
เจ
this
อ
in
โอ
the
เปอเรเตอร์
2v4.
ครับเคาน์เตอร์สวน
Play towards that B
Wow.
side where it was a little bit lighter. And I think, you know, saving it over at the same time, considering the rounds they've had, what Lloyd has been able to do, a Viper's Pit there for Kreven as well, it's not worth throwing it away. This definitely feels like a round that is still recoverable as they pick the right site. Movement to the B, a plant, a pit. A chance at the round at least, but for Nongshim, the realization that BBL just are not splitting mid. Like, you even expect after one or two A-side hits that there's going to be that layer of in, that layer of a split, and instead,
เชื่อเข้าอ่ะ
they continue to play out much more direct. It
เข้า
was
อย่างเงี้ย
Nongshim to adapt to give the massive upper hand, but that pick from Kreven
เปิดผิดตรงนี้
and
เล
the
ย
pit
เอ้าได้
down
วางครับ
allowed him being, oh, hold on, Dambi's going in. Dambi doesn't want them to have the plant. There's only 12
ไม่ได้
seconds
วาง
left. I thought this would most assuredly be a plant for BBL,
ดูยังไง
but
วะ
now it's a brawl. Kreven doesn't know that Francis had slipped into
หล
the
บแล้ว
pit.
จ้า
And now he
หา
rounds
ไม่
the
เจอ
corner
ครับ
to win on the clock. A huge round from Francis.
เฮ้ย
The delay by
Save off that,
Dambi
but-
got them into this position. And now the lead is theirs.
แต่ว่าดึงไปได้เยอะครับ
Close to the 2 versus
ถือ
4.
ว่าก็คุ้ม
I
ที่
think
สุดเท่าที่ทำ
BBL
ได้
did
ครับหลัง
well
จาก
to
การ
get there in
เสีย
the first place,
3
but
ไป
yeah,
ไว
it's just that
BBL
panic caused Dambi. His defense of this A
ให้
side
แดม
was
บี
nothing
เสีย
short
อัน
of
ติ
perfect.
ไป
I think even the third kill was just a surprise, like, oh,
แต่ก็ต้อง
wait,
แลกกับเวลพิษ
that's
นะ
my teammate. And a nice
ก็
try
ดู
from
จะ
Kreven, but it's just those last couple
ไม่
of
ได้
bullets
คุ้ม
from
เท่าไหร่
Francis.
กับสถาน
That's
การณ์
all
เรื่
he
องของการ
needed.
เงินในตอนนี้ด้วย
Drop the spike. No
จน
time
เอาจน
left.
เอาแล้วพี่เบล
Here we go again with the Dambi aggressive peak. Not the opener this time. And an immediate Viper's Pit on the other side of the map. They're
กล้าเล่นจัด
tunneling them
คื
into
อ
the
กล้า
A
สไล
side,
ด์
but
มา
let's be real, Mitch. That's where
เสี่
they
ยง
have
ดวง
to
เล
go
ย
every
ว่า
round
เบีย
anyway.
ร์จะอยู่ตรงไหนบ้าง
Yeah, it has certainly felt like that
ดูครับ
for
ต้อง
BBL.
ทำระยะรอเลย
A
ครับ
is
กลัวโดนคอมโบหน้า A จัด
the safe haven.
บีเบล
to fall back to when all else goes wrong, all else being a main also. And they'll try it again, testing Dambi. They failed in the previous exam. And this time around, it seems to be much of the same. Dambi with a second already. He'll finally fall.
ได้อยู่ครับเทเว่นแต่ละลองเจ็บมาก
BBL had was a trade out of X-Ross's ultimate.
โดนแท็กอีกตายช็อกโบะ
And with LaRock holding on for dear life on 10 HP. It does all come down to Krevin. Has the read on the flank, but the timing perfect for Ivy. This round, Krevin doesn't know, but it's already done.
Ivy จะเหลา
on the board for Nongshim.
Ivy ปล่อย
At least neck and neck at the half.
They've managed to weather the storm, and a lot of that has come down to this operator. Dambi being able to shut down what was mostly a fairly free A site. I think they very quickly realized, like, oh, okay, they're actually not going to try and now double back towards the B site. And then in this round, they almost went, yeah, you know you've been going A and dying quite a lot to the Dambi operator. We're now going to put a pit on B. So either you have to go back into that op again, or you go through the pit. Neither seem like particularly good options. A continuous 4-spy streak of BBL, who don't have the best economy here, and while the operator now in the right place, but has support.
โอ้โดนหมดครับ
But another shot
แล้ว
connected
รู้
by
ล็อกไม่ง
Dambi.
โคตรเจ็บ
He's building a pretty decent repertoire so
โอ้ยพ
far.
ลาดโอ้โหเจ็บสอง
Even under fire,
ซาก
he's
สอง
able to
ซาก
return
สอง
it.
เพื่อนแจ้ง
18 HP left on Lloyd.
กลางมาแล้วครับ
It seems to be an easy close to this
Lord.
round as Dambi finishes off his dinner. Lover's Rock out of the round. Lloyda barely still in it. We look to Rose. And we see Rose fade so
โอเปอเรเตอร์เลย
quickly.
ว่ะดัมบิ
Withering from this round are BBL.
จะ
Falling
แก้คอมโบ
behind
หน้า A
now, 7-4.
แต่ตอนนี้กลายเป็นมีปัญหาที่ 2 ขึ้นมาแทนครับโอเปอเรเตอร์ของดัม
That's
บิ
upside down. There we go.
และกลายเป็นหาทางแก้ไม่ได้ด้วยครับตอนนี้ BBL เกมยากขึ้นแบบเยอะมากครับตอนนี้ตัวแรกเขาจะมายัดพวกโกโดคอมโบ
Seems all too
ตัดไว้
aware
ตลอด
of what's being attempted on the other side. Both teams gunning for that additional 80 grand in prize pool and the club points to go with it. 5 rounds in a row after 4 rounds in a row on the other side. It just seems to be how this game will go, just streaks.
It's hard to tell if Nongshim are going for the approach of, well, they won't go A again, or if the approach is Dambi can take them on his own if they go A. So the stack up this time is towards the B side. Early aggression from X-Ross has been shut down. But still Ivy here, still Francis in a much more passive position. Francis has to stay in spawn. Pretty much. It's round 12. BBL are the kind of guys, we've seen it from Krevin, that will try to sneak into a little gap.
หลอกล่อ
And if he's caught on rotations, you lose that Hunter's Fury. For now, they'll keep it.
Deploying drone.
โดนอย่าง
Safely
ไกล
tucked
ตอน
away in
นี้
the spawn, but with a minute on the clock and no control over middle, Nongshim are playing this round a little
ไป
bit
แค่ใกล้
blinded. And eventually, you're going to want to find that
จังหวะครับ
information.
เรียกเราชิม
Fill in
โร
the
เทตมา
blanks.
ครับ
That means Ivy pushing up and
โอ้
taking
ไอ
the
วี่
ball.
ตัดได้ โอ้ไอวี่เกินไป
And living to tell the
แล้ว
tale.
เป็นจังหวะโรเทตมาด้วยของ BBL
Oh, he's done an exceptional
เจอ
job
พลาด
of what he's bought time
แต่ก็ยังเข้า
for
สาย
is
ยากครับ
this man with the operator. We've seen him miss
โอ้ไอ
two,
วี่
but
ยัง
eventually Dambi gets the
ทำ
job
พัง
done.
หมดอะตัวเนี้ย
Ivy
ป้าไปบ้านครับ
seems to have already won this
ใช่
round, and that TP is not going
ฮั
anywhere.
นเตอร์ฟิวรี่จ่ายอยู่ที่บ้านไง
From
ฟา
a
นซิสอะ
deficit to a streak of
เดี๋ยวยังมี
rounds,
คน
it
อยู่
seems to be the Nongshim story all the way through this tournament. 6 in a row to close out their defensive half strong again.
Yeah, this has been a lights out
เดิน
half
แถว
from
เรื่อยๆครับตัวนี้
Nongshim.
BBL
It seemed like they had problems towards that A site, but my God, they solved them. The second the op came out from Dambi, the game changed. BBL at least built enough of a foundation that things aren't guaranteed to come crumbling down in the next half. Dealing with Dambi is going to be the big problem. For now, though, it's the halftime break. Let's send this over to Lou, standing by with some cosplayers.
Thank you, Mitch and Tom. Indeed, we have some cosplayers down there in the arena. J'ai l'honneur d'être accompagné de certains des plus grands agents de Valorant. Et évidemment, je ne parle pas de monsieur à ma gauche. Ma première question très importante. Qu'est-ce que vous... Quel est votre rang sur Valorant et pourquoi est-ce que votre perso est le meilleur du jeu? On va commencer avec toi, Iso.
Eh ben alors moi mon pick ça a été Imo 3 et honnêtement Iso est pour moi l'un des meilleurs avec son shield, sa vulnérabilité.
ISO ฝรั่งเศส
Ça c'est très fort.
T'es un peu délu je pense. So first one is Immortal 3. Iso is insane because of the shield. Insane anyways. Duelist. Moi j'ai envie de te demander du coup côté Cypher, t'es quel rank et pourquoi est-ce que Cypher c'est un très bon perso?
Moi je suis juste un petit gold. Voilà. Moi j'adore juste poser des trappes partout et mettre des caméras pour que vous puissiez tomber dessus.
Ah, make some noise for the team player. I'm just a little gold and I just like placing trips and cameras just for my team to have, of course, information. Prochaine question, qui est-ce que vous soutenez dans ce match-là entre Nongshim et BBL et pour la finale?
BBL pour ma part, je trouve que c'est une équipe un peu insolente, mais j'aime bien ce côté-là en fait.
BBL, I love BBL because they're cocky. Et pour toi, plutôt BBL ou plutôt Nongshim? BBL as well, ok. And she's getting good, of course. Et maintenant, je viens vers toi, mon très cher Chamber, the French agent, of course. And I think you're gonna be the one helping me to toss back to the game. Donc, est-ce que t'es prêt, mon frère? On va se faire une petite voice line. Tu me la fais en anglais, tu me la fais en français?
En anglais.
In English, let's go. You look at the camera, and the floor is yours.
You want to play? Let's play.
ดึงจัด
It certainly looks like Nongshim won to play here today. 8 rounds on the board after that first half. BBL though not showing any signs of sweating across that stage. They still look calm, cool and collected, but this pistol round could change that.
Yeah, we've seen them also put up decent numbers on the defensive side, going to OT the last couple of times they played this map, but Nongshim looking like a different beast. Dominating Vitality and G2 the first time, second time we won't talk about, but you know. But yeah, as you said, the pistol round feels like it's going to be of paramount importance for either side. For Nongshim, it could close the map. For BBL, they're back in it.
Ivy towards the B site. BBL begin a migration towards that side of the map.
เริ่มมีการโรเทตครับ
Paused for just a moment. Kraven.
ลาล็อก
Now he is going to
ลา
leave
ล็อก
as Larok
ไม่มี
falls
แดด
this
แล้ว
A side
เรียบ
under
ร้อย
heavy threat.
อุ้ย
Void is going to delay as much as he can. They've lost
วิ่ง
control
ก็ยังเอา
over
ได้
Middle
นะ
now as well. The pressure now as the double doors become a danger. Shots
โอ้
from RB and
ยิง
X-Ross
สู้ไม่ได้อะตรง
find
นี้
their mark, leaving Lover's Rock up against the odds. That's where he
แต่
does
ได้
his
ลุ้นอยู่
best
1-2
work
ครับ
with one already. X-Ross covering the cross will
อุ้ย
find
ยิง
himself
ไม่โด
a
นด้วย
fight. RB's given away his
ได้ลุ้น
position. Now Lover's Rock has the info to play with, but they're
แล้ว
together in the
เข้า
bubble.
มันข้างในแล้วครับ
X-Ross joins his buddy, and Lover's Rock now has to be quick and clean to have any chance. The time ticking away. He's isolated the first. Now it's just
มีสไลด์นี่ไง
and Lover's Rock
โอ้ยยิง
deletes
ไม่
him.
โดนครับ
A fifth round.
X ลอส
And a
ถ้า X ลอส
very
เกี่ยว
important
โดน
pistol
แบบเน้นๆเนี่ย
secured.
Yeah, I thought they had that in the bag on the Nongshim side. Initially, at least, they were playing together, trying to maneuver into positions where they could both take the fights, but this isolated one was a risk, and RB just wasn't quite quick enough. And then this was just disgusting. A headshot from Lover's Rock to close. It's going to put them at least a little bit closer and have an opportunity to build into this next round. Although I do always look at a couple of upgraded pistols for Nongshim and go, they're probably still going to make this one costly.
Costly, if not dangerous. Nongshim. Well, taking a leaf out of BBL's book, it's going to be a pretty direct play to the A site. BBL already have that information. Rose standing by. There'll be a reveal as soon as this push comes out. It's going to cancel some of the walls in play. If it's not broken, but immediately shut down. The space towards the side, at least there's damage being done, but for Nongshim, Francis is the last man standing, and Lover's Rock is in his way. A little bit of damage, but that round should always have been a formality.
Yeah, and Lover's Rock may be springing into life. I think he only managed 4 kills in that first half. I think he's already got 7 in this one, so having a much better time. Of course, this one a little bit more expected, but with that final kill, he manages to get the overdrive online, so potential either in the retake or for something a little bit more aggressive for them to maybe try and use that ultimate early. Even still, a couple of players dropped. It's not the end of the world for Nongshim, but now we get to see what they're able to do with their first buy.
รอบซื้อแรกครับ
More the same, at least to start with.
ยังไม่มีอันติเลยนะไม่ค่อยได้ยิงเท่าไหร่อะ
Always going to be that man from what
ก็
we've seen so
เกือบ
far
แล้ว
left towards this B side, containing the pushes up on mid.
รอบนี้ต้องชนะว่ะถ้าชนะได้เล่นต่ออันติ
get him into position, or just to pull that focus from BBL, but 4 players towards the A site
มา
moments
แล้วจ้า
ago. Now they don't have info. Loida wants to find it, so he looks to step into A main, but they are waiting for this with a crossfire. The TP used. Bit of information garner and a pick now for Loida.
เนี่ยเกาะครึ่งอ้าวแล้วเข้าหัวอีกรอบนะครับวิกฤตแบบนี้น้องชิมอ่ะ
Another man who's been having a bit of a quieter game. He set the expectations.
โดนไม่มีแล้วเอาไงให้วีเลยเข้าทางปกติเลยปะแงมให้ครับแงมให้แบบทางธรรมชาติ
They're going to need him to maybe have another one of those performances to turn this one. This round, though, they're in a very good position. Finally trying to make their way forward.
ดึงให้ไอวีมาแต่แค่ดึงเนี่ย
Makes it nigh on impossible from this point onwards for Francis.
มา
On
แล้วจ้า
1 versus 4, and even if he gets the one, it's LaRock.
ยังลากหรือว่าล็อกไปได้
To close with a triple. Both duelists now stepping up to the plate on the defensive side.
เริ่มแปลกครับตอนนี้
Yeah, the worry for BBL was Nongshim left that previous half with a lot of confidence.
So it was a fadeaway and he was blind.
Dambi started to hit incredibly. And we needed to see that step up from BBL coming into this half. That's exactly what we've gotten. This round was huge. Loida jumping in with the TP. If he just shoulder peeks that, he jump peeks that, he's dead to rights. Instead, he ended up luring in Dambi, taking him down, and starting the dominoes fall. Through mid this time.
หยุดไม่ไหวครับหยุดไม่อยู่ครับ
Lovers Rock's the one standing here to meet them.
ยัดรัวๆเลย
The stun will at least buy a moment of reprieve before Nongshim fire out 2 flashes, swing through the doors, and find the rock. And Lovers Rock
มาเอาหมดครับล้มกันทุกคน
strength for BBL on this
นี่
side.
สวนครับมาแล้ว
3K for Lovers
BBL
Rock. It looks like they've dealt with that
BBL นี่ทุก
without
คนคิด
breaking
ถึ
a
ง
sweat.
No, as I was saying, Lovers Rock only had 4 kills in the first half. And now he sits in a position where I think he might be up to like 15, maybe 14. Like, it's just a complete turnaround on an individual level. And the same for LaRock. Both of them kind of had a stinker in that first half. And if they're coming back online, it definitely makes this game way more interesting. Look at them. LaRock now up to 11. Yeah, Lovers Rock from 4 kills. It's only been 4 rounds. He's had 11 kills in this half.
A change up for BBL. They put the forces towards B. They expect an adaptation, but instead Nongshim. They throw themselves at this one more time.
หลังปิดครับ
Ivy left behind. He knows someone's coming his way.
เอาจังหวะที่กลับล่างเหรอไม่ทันครับโอ้โหเนี่ยเขามีคนคอยคุ้มกันอยู่แต่ว่าออกไม่ได้ครับตัวนี้ X-Ross โดน
He's been given a moment to
ได้
breathe.
เปรียบครับรอบนี้น้องชิม ในที่สุด
Looked instead to take this fight together. The
บี
2
ก็มีอัน
versus
ติ
3
ด้วย
retake for BBL.
รอติดสักหน่อยไหม
We've seen this from Nongshim. At times getting a little bit disjointed.
ไม่ใช่วะRB ไม่
There
ใช่
are
วะ
still opportunities for BBL to
ใจ
try
แข็ง
and
ครับ
fight this one back, but it will take some individual brilliance. And this time RB is just waiting out the fading of that smoke. Even still, LaRock is hitting every shot. The time should be too much.
Oi!
Has he got it? I think he has. That's incredible stuff from LaRock, and it shows again what crazy individual skill this man has.
ยิงพลาดตัวสวนหมดครับตัวนี้
I felt like Francis did the right thing there. He thought about peeking, but And he would have caught him looking the other way, but he stayed tucked in.
งงเสียงไปหมดครับเจอแดนยัดหน้าไป
That is the only way he
ไม่
could have
ได้
won that
ครับ
round.
ตัวนี้
There is no other way. Even I think if Francis wide swings, if he doesn't
1-3
dash, he doesn't make
ครั
the
บช็อต
space
เมื่
up
อกี้
in
นี้
time to get to the spike. That is just ludicrous stuff.
ถือว่าพลาดอยู่
What
นะ
was
สำหรับ
mentioned
น้อง
on the
ชิมค
desk
รับ
about some of the individuals, some of the talent that is on this BBL roster players to highlight. And honestly,
คือเหลือ1 คนแล้วเรารู้ว่าแบบอยู่ในไซส์ด้วย แต่ว่า
it's a
จังห
very
วะมันแบบ
easy job in this game to go like, this guy's
แม่
probably going to be quite
ต่าง
good,
คน
this guy's
ต่าง
probably
เล่น
going to be quite good. I think Digon took the free hit and just went for LaRock because we know what this guy does. In the first half, I was sat there going, does Digon have a powerful enough jinx to genuinely make LaRock play bad? And then in the second half, LaRock has said, no, I'm going to silence anyone who looks against me. He's probably one of the most entertaining, whether you love him or you're on the other side, which I think there's quite a few of at this point. But when you can back it up with plays like that, say whatever you want. Talk your smack. Tell your truths.
5 in a row
ยิ
for
งนี้ก็คือ
BBL
พูดอะไรก็ได้
playing the lead. It was early half success in the first that even laid the foundations for this to be possible. Now they set up a trap outside B. A paranoia primed and ready, but
เอกสิบจัดครับตอนนี้เริ่ม
it's only used to
ดี
slow
ดิ้
them
นๆแล้ว
down. The swing from window was enough to send
มา
LaRock
แล้ว
back.
เป็นคน
They've
นิ่ง
seen him on this
บอล
side, but
การ
they
ทับ
feel they
มา
can
ยัด
take it
เข้าใกล้
anyway.
มาเอ้าโดนสวนครับแดมบิ
Big shutdown onto Danby. They won't get
เรียบ
control
ร้อยครับ
out of the
ตาม
choke
มา
point.
ไม่ได้ครับ
And
ทุก
then
คน
LaRock steps in to greet the massive force coming his way.
แล้วไม่เสียใครเลยด้วย BBL
On the back of this round for the defensive side from being so far behind. Oh, that's a
เปิดเสียงอย่างนี้เลยเหรอรู้หรอ โอ้
He was putting his lucky bullet in.
อะไรวะน่ะ
All by his lonesome. What? And Lovers Rock dies for that. Lovers Rock died because
โรสแม่งโดนอย่างนั้นเลย
so close in the smoke.
โดนหลบหลังกำแพงก็ได้พี่
The shot landed for Francis. That's all there is to write home about, though. What a round from LaRock. It's the fact that
กำลังใจ
he
มัน
can
มา
be
นะ
quiet for
จังหวะ
so
ใจมัน
long,
มา
and then he chooses his moment to step up. And once he does, he doesn't sit back down.
That is the issue of what is.
What?
Yeah, you know.
Couldn't agree more. Took the words right out of my mouth.
17 and 12. As I said, both duelists were massively negative coming into this half. And it does just feel like all it takes is a spark. All it takes is a moment. And the same can be said for Nongshim. A singular individual play, and this game could flip right back into the other direction. The two most momentum-based teams grab it. This is a bold play, but it's already worked out decently. Rose, I think he's lost his mind in the last couple of rounds. The drone was risky. He's going to punish 2 players for it. Loiter,
วิกฤต
Lovers
เกิดขึ้นแล้ว แล้วตรงกลางครับมีคนดัก
hoping not to add another
มีคนดัก
element
ตาย
to this one. That's not bad, but pinged up. He shouldn't get
ร
away
อด
with
เฉยวะ
this.
Shrouded
แล้ว
step
สไปยัง
just
ไม่ถู
about
กวาง
got him out.
แล้วฝั่งนี้มีสตัน
Lovers Rock still alive. This round is far
Oi.
from one.
Yeah, they haven't planted yet.
ตันเลยเหรอ
It's not like they'll have too much trouble getting in there,
ช่วย
but
เพื่อนก่อน
Neon Wall already used
อ้อม
up.
เลยว่ะ
Nothing else to block vision now for Nongshim. And the wraparound from Lovers Rock. I'm not sure if they'll expect
กลัว
this.
ไปหมดทุกทางครับตัว
They
นี้น้อง
saw
ชิม
him at the wall not long ago. Was trading shots out with them.
อะไรวะเนี่ยรอสแกนเหรอ
Now he's just tucking himself in 30
ใจ
seconds
เย็น
left.
ครับ จะ
All
เค
they
ลียร์
have
ลอย
to
ต้า
do
ครับ
is
สูต
deny
ร
the
นี้
plant.
วาง
That's
แบ็ก
gonna
ไซ
be
ด์
easier said than done though at this position.
ลอย
Lovers
ต้า
Rock
เจ็บ
can't see it. It's all up to Loki now. That ult
ตายเรียบร้อย แต่
immediately
ใจดีมาก
Oh, damn it. The only problem with his ult being online is he wants to fight the whole time. He's got 3 teammates. In fact, they've all moved to support Danby because they know he's going to try and fight this one. A firing squad for Lovers Rock. Of course, the economy is great for BBL, but it's
คิว
Danby.
ครับจากดัมบิ
As said, all it takes
พ
is
ยายาม
a
จะ
moment.
ถอยนะ
This
เปลี่ยน
moment
จุ
was
ด
down to 1 man, 4 kills in the round. And Nongshim, is this the start of a streak of their own? I wouldn't be surprised.
You said something in that round, Tom, I have to fully agree with. Rose has lost his mind. The drone, I have to disagree. He said the drone was risky. That implies that there's a reward to be had. The drone was
He could have gone assist.
I'm not even sure how to define that.
Maybe if the guy had left, he would be able to drone way more.
Yeah,
there you go.
Droning for info in the 4v1 with him trapped in the corner. But
เอาไวครับตัวนี้เซตอัพ
this is a
กลา
quick
กลาง
play from Nongshim.
อุ้ยเฉียวไว้
Barriers up and the dive straight
มา
in.
แล้
Lovers
ว
up. Ready for the first.
เบรก
The
เกมยับ
trade
ครับ
out from Francis
แต่เป็น
RB
โนชิม
with
ที่ช
the
นะครับ
advantage
ใน
now.
ไซส์ A นี้
And the plant. No way to stop it. That's a blitz of a round. It seems like the pace caught BBL off.
Which is funny, because it's exactly what they would do. Very deep positioning from Ivy. He's just playing the time. Knows that his teammates are able to buy that clock. And you could see Kreven was looking for it. Where would I be? Probably on a late flank. The problem is, you have the time ticking against you. Contact being made takes main back into control. And already that clock getting incredibly low once again. They've won from these positions before, but not this time. Not giving too much over in the IGL RB.
ไม่ให้ยื้อเลยนั้น
Takes this level once again. There's been clear, clinical rounds from either side, but it has been in streaks. And if this is the start of another streak for Nongshim, they might be closing out a map that just moments ago looked like they were about to be blasted out of.
Think back to that first half. BBL had something working for them. They constantly hit the A site. Nongshim were not there to defend it the majority of the time, and the one that they were shut down. Then Nongshim come in with some aggression of their own, and BBL didn't have a solution from that point forward. It was early half success, and they teetered out towards the end. Now, early half success, and Nongshim start to find their footing. We've seen this one before, and so have BBL. The timeout called here to make sure this one doesn't spiral like the previous half.
It's safe to say that the arena is packed for grand finals day, but what might seem like an hors d'oeuvre to the main course is already serving up some pretty tasty rounds. Of course, we'll say it again, the difference between third and fourth place is 80,000. 220,000 for third, 140,000 for fourth, and of course those championship points as well, 200 in difference, which as we've seen throughout EWC in the past, every little helps, and 200 points can go a long, long way.
เดินผ่านกลางครับ เฮ้ยแกป
Earlier than should be
โอ้
expected,
โห
but
เป็น
Ivy
ตัวดักครับ
dropped his orb at the
ดันเอสวน
perfect time.
แต่หาฟาซิสไม่เจอ
Divvying up the map in a beautiful
ไปไหน
way.
แล้ว
Now
น่ะ
Francis has heard
อ้า
the
ว
run
มา
past,
เจอไอ
but
วี่
Lovers
แทน
Rock still gets the jump.
และฟาซิส
Now
อยู่
Francis
นี่
is
ไง
a lord
จ้า
of
เอ๋
his own, but
แต่ว่า
it's
รอให้
Lovers
หมดเล
Rock
ย
taking control of
แต่
this
ว่า
round, giving
ในไซส์เสีย
BBL
ไป
a
แล้วครับ
chance with both of those picks. The numbers stay even.
ติแล้วก็ไปปิดครับเอาวอลปิดไป
But instead finds the tag
อ้าว
deep onto
ไปโดนเอ็กซ์รอ
X-Ross.
ส
Man advantage comes from it, and the ult now fades from RB. No more
อ
reckoning,
อก
and
มา
this
แบ
will
บ
be
นี้ก็ตาย
his
คู่เลย
reckoning.
ฮะ
As
หมด
it
ครับตัว
turns
นี้
out Nongshim might have had less.
อันติโดนแล้วก็จริงครับแต่ว่าไม่ได้ออกมาในจังหวะที่แม่งเขาก็โดดหลบอันติกันดูกระจายอยู่เดินออกมาในจังหวะที่แบบได้ล็อกล้อของไม่มีแล้วใช้ของงัดหน้าเอไปแล้วนะเมื่อกี้นี้เลยกลายเป็น
And it seemed like
ยาก
both
เลย
players from BBL were expecting somebody in a tight corner, and RB's just like, you know what I'll do? I'll stand in the wide open. Of course, no one's going to pre-fire that spot because you'd have to be absolutely mental to stand there with two players coming out of main. You have no cover whatsoever. But that's why it's the perfect spot because no one expected him to be there.
เนียนจัด
Why
เนียนได้ยังไง
outsmart
ดี
them
วะ
when
หล
you
บอ
can
ยู่ขอบประตู
outstupid them? The big play from Nongshim. Sometimes that's what works.
Is that your mantra?
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. RB's my hero. He's shown me that if I keep going, someday, 12 rounds on the cards for Nongshim.
โอ้ย จะเอาครับแต่ว่ามีคนอยู่ข้างหลัง1-1แต่ว่ารู้ครับว่าหน้าเอเยอะครับ
And then the pace picked
อัน
up
ติ
by
เข้า
the
มา
attacking
X-Lord
side. Loida looks to stand his ground.
ลอยตาบอกวิกฤตและพี่
He wants to do the hard work
ผมรับ
himself.
เอง
He's found one. He
วัน
dropped
แร
the
กก็ได้เยอะ
spike.
อยู่นะ
He
เพราะว่า
hasn't
คน
slowed
ที่
them
เหลือ
long
เนี่ยก็ยัง
enough.
พอมีปืน
Plant in.
ไอวี่ยังเหลือตรงกลางอยู่เลย
incredibly far away. It'll be down to his teammates to try and hold some time, but it hasn't happened.
ต้องเดินครับไอวี่ต้องวิ่งนะมีไฟอยู่กอด
Snake fight. They've got a molly, so that molly's going to have to be used immediately, but it's baited out by BBL. Larocque already looking to get aggressive, but it's not the prettiest of
ได้ครับ
fights. It's enough.
แต่ไม่รู้ตำแหน่งไอวี่
Trades evenly, and I shot
ไอวี่มีของดี
He knows that that time has been
โอ้
bought.
ยัน
He
ตี
uses the pit, the jump.
เชี่ย
He knew he needed to get it in there and now. And it's another
ตีแล้วหวังจะเต็มเลยครับ
that is streaking in the favor of Nongshim Red Force.
ยังก็แตะกูต่อไปไม่ได้นะ
Once they've got that sample size, they start to
ติดเปราะ
put the
บาง
pieces together. They see the puzzle for the picture that it is. The Nongshim. Well, their reward is just
แต่ว่า
one
อ้อมมา
round
ถูกจังหวะ
away.
นะไอวี่มันจังหวะที่หายไปนานอ่ะหายไปจากเกมนานมากครับจนฝั่ง BBL ไม่รู้ว่าไอวี่ไปไหน
More importantly, we can leave this event saying you at least stood on that podium. You
ผ่าน
made
แล้วครับ
that top
ลาล็อก
three.
กลับไงโอ้ยกลับได้อยู่ดีนะพิษมันคุมมาอยู่นั่นหน้าทางเข้าพอดีโอ้แต่คนนี้เดินยับเลยว่ะไอวี่โหดจัด
Almost like a movie.
เล่นนึกว่าแบบเป็นเมโดช่วงพราม
back. It looks like it's all going to come down
ดู
to the end, and then the hero
ดู
arises, and that hero might just be Ivy. It's been Danby throughout most of the game so far, but this man is never without his impact.
เอาหมดเลยปะ
That Viper's Pit not holding as much value. Rose is walked out.
เดี๋ยวนะ
Might get caught with util in hand, but
เอือ
instead,
ตาย
all right, that was a wallbang.
แต่กลับมา A คือเรียบร้อยแล้วครับ
The A site open is whether or not they want to pressure into it. Viper's Pit is being pushed at the same time. Rose needs another kill, and he's not getting anything.
เรียบร้อย
Taken over once
เชื่อตัว
more.
ไอวี่ป่วนแบบ
Creven doesn't even know
พัง
how
ทุ
much
กอย่าง
ground
ครับ
has been taken.
BBL
The B site's been lost. He's got middle. That's about it. He could get killed from any angle.
หาอยู่ครับยังหาอยู่
Oh, he slipped in past Danby. And he has an idea. There's the barrel spotted one at least. But with three more in the slow play from Francis, this
แต่ว่าไม่มีอะไรเล่นกับตัวเองแล้วครับ
will have to be very quick from Creven to even round that corner to stay alive.
ไม่
And the
ทัน
dodge
เรียบ
the
ร้อย
gaze of Francis.
1-0 ครับ
for Nongshim.
อันนี้เป็นโบอะไรนะ
Gave BBL a
โบ
chance.
5-2ป่ะดูทรงนั้น
But when it came to those late halves, they looked
โบ3
unstoppable.
พอ
1-0 in the series.
It truly is scary how powerful momentum is with these two teams. The way that that was what, like a 6-round streak for BBL. The streak gets broken straight into
มาให้กองเชียร์ว่ะเดมบิใช่เหรอเพื่อนกองเชียร์บ้านเราใช่ไหม
But that of course was their map choice. Lotus for BBL will be their opportunity to respond. Both teams wanting to end out their EWC with a victory. Both teams wanting those extra championship club points. And both teams wanting that extra cash. Let's head it over to Degon and the desk.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, as we kick off this third place match with explosive action. And as Mitch and Tom said, you might not be able to outsmart us, but you might be able to outdumb us. And it doesn't matter because these guys are fist fighting every single round.
Man, respect to Nongshim. They have a great recovery in that first off. Then I feel like the game's getting away from them. Once again, they show that they're able to overcome these odds and they bring it back. BBL, how many times do they have to be ahead in a map and it not go their way? I feel like this is a recurring pattern at this point. It's them that have to recover now.
Yeah, they really have to recover hard too because they were performing in the server, like you said, explosive. Both teams running at each other almost full speed, making sure they're taking those fights, taking those 1v1s. And a lot of the time we saw every single player collapsing to take those fights together, which is something I really love to see from both these teams. But man, BBL, they let that run away from them with Nongshim's pure confidence. We talked about confidence. The confidence was definitely in the server for Nongshim.
Yeah, again, it was just so fantastic to see how many times these hero plays were coming up. A lot of them coming on the side of BBL, especially in that second half run where they were running away with it.
But I felt like they were stealing rounds. Honestly, I feel like Nongshim were the better team here. I think Lovers Rock with the amazing clutch in the pistol. They had the other 1v3 clutch. I feel like BBL did great to keep themselves in the game. That is where at their best. I do think they have a real tenacity about their play. But I feel like really I was much more impressed by Nongshim in this opening map. No surprises there, no bias from me. But I like how they approach this map. There's a reason they have a very strong record on it. And there's a reason why they picked it into this series today.
That's kind of crazy because I thought this map pick was actually going towards Nongshim. Just because the way that BBL had played them the past couple of days, feels like that Breeze and the second map, Lotus, just didn't go their way. So it's kind of wild. But BBL also picking that Lotus just doesn't make any sense to me. So if anything taught me anything from this first map is that both these teams are ready to play and they're ready to just hold W down the server and win those 1v1s.
Yeah, let's go to Loida here as he had himself a fantastic map. This was the one that Kukuka was saying, hey, look, I know people were talking about LaRock, Lovers Rock, who also had some great plays, but Loida was so consistent, continuing on that trend he's done all EWC.
I mean, the start of this game, he really took over. I thought he was going to be able to run away with it. Normally when you have a start this strong, you're able to snowball and you're able to keep going. So I felt like he did amazingly. Up to this 4-2 round, he goes down to the 1v1. It's him versus Danby here, and he's looking the wrong way. And then all of a sudden, you see him, he does slow down a little bit after that clutch. So I still think he had a very strong game. For me, he's still the top guy on BBL from that map 1. But I do think there's a little bit of room for improvement here.
Yeah, it feels like they kind of started to shut him down, just making sure that he wasn't able to get into those frag positions, able to get into those clutch positions. God, the reaction time on that shot too. I like those little macro things that they do around the map with the dart, making sure they're spamming through those walls. They did that a couple times. And it's just so nice to see. I mean, Loida, he played really well. And as that controller, the clutches were there. He had that 1v2. Other than that, though, definitely slowed down, like you said.
Well, speaking of nice to see, it's got to be Danby. Back on that neon, rocking away just like they did all the way to the trophy at Masters. Looking here fantastic on that first map as well.
Silkanon, thank you for putting him back on the neon. That 1v1 that you just saw, that's what got Nongshim back into this game. It was Danby with those heroics, and then you see him heat up. Then you see him start to take over. This guy was the MVP over at Masters Santiago for exactly this. His ability to control the game, his ability to bring out that operator, but also be incredibly aggressive, be in all the right places. BBL, they struggled to find an answer once Danby got the ball rolling.
Yeah, it feels like the second he got that operator online, the defensive side was on lock, literally punishing every single execute that was trying to go in their way. But then on the attack side, also just sending it, making sure they're able to get a lot of those crunches in, taking the map control, pushing a lot of the time, like you see there, making sure they're just playing it smart too. I didn't see any of these Danby positionings kind of be questionable. I didn't see him overextend. The only times that I did, it looked like there was a plan behind it as well for Nongshim. So it's really nice to see Danby come back online, and of course putting him back on neon. Definitely a good shout.
Yeah, a lot of clutch kills as well for him, because when I think about the big moments, for BBL, it came from LaRock, it came from Lovers Rock, but the consistency was Loida. On the opposite side, it was the Danby show for Nongshim, and he was the one that got him through, especially on that 10-10 round where it could have gone either way. It was him, the one leading the line for Nongshim, as now we turn our focus to Lotus.
Yeah, Lotus is definitely a scary map here. When I'm looking at BBL, they've lost it the last 2 times that they've played Lotus. And it's really scary because Nongshim just beat NRG on this map. It's the one map that they won versus them. And it was kind of a landslide too. They made it very, very one-sided. They really looked very good on it. And I think with the way that Danby's playing on that neon, with the operator as well, it's a little bit tricky if they start on that defense side.
Like for me, look, I respect the cojones of losing a map consistently and still picking it, right? I think that they do believe that they can be good on this map, that it's a few small tweaks needed. But even Casio rewind back to that group stage.
Yeah.
It's going OT, but they're never managing to get it across the line. It does feel like, yes, they understand the map, but at what point do you just go, it doesn't matter, we're not getting the wins there, but they feel like this is the place to recover it. But like I say, I don't think they've considered Nongshim in all of this. This feels to me like a map veto that was sort of one-sided, where you're looking at where are we good, not where are our opponents good. So Nongshim, I still think, will be feeling very, very optimistic moving into map 2.
Yeah, well, before we head back onto that explosive action of BBL versus Nongshim, don't forget Season 2 of Level Up, the EWC documentary, is live now on Prime Video. So go check that out whenever you can. We'll see you right after the short break.
Valorant has exploded into a global phenomenon.
Spike planted.
16 teams vied for the crown, but now only one will take it.
Watch their dreams shatter before them.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Paper Thin here, along with BBL's Lovers Rock, and we're going to break down one of the rounds from the exciting qualifiers we had here at EWC. And this one, I think, was one of the most memorable moments of the event, Lovers Rock. It's the Ninja Defuse against EDG. Such a crazy round here. I want to hear your thoughts. What's going on here? Why is it a 1v5?
My teammates on C were not holding. They couldn't hold C the whole match, so EDG just abused C. They kept going C, and I don't know, I was gonna save here. Then I was like, okay, I hear the guy raise behind me, so it's not gonna be possible for me to save. So let me just try to get some exits or try go for a ninja defuse. Then I see them running away, and I just went for a ninja.
Did you hear any of like their footsteps or anything? Like you said, you heard the raise behind you.
Yeah. They were just fully running. I don't know why would they do that, but yeah.
Gave it up a little bit too early. All right, now we're gonna listen to it again, but this time with the sound on with your team comms. Might need a little help with translation here, but this should be really curious. I want to get like your thoughts on how your team communicates.
Göte sıkıştığında yaptıkları şey C-Rush bu arada, haberiniz olsun. Insta'ya giriyorlar.
So what's being said here?
Kerman is saying when they are
Ninja atarsın valla.
when they have no idea what to do, they just come see.
O sana geldi bro.
So you're already talking about the next round.
Yeah, they
Timing'im var, oğlum git çöz bombayı.
And Rose is like, you have a timing, go take the risk, go defuse the bomb. And Larok is saying, go defuse from bottom, so they don't see it.
Bırakma.
Sakın bırakma.
And they're like, yeah.
And then you guys just react, you know.
Yeah.
You guys are so fun to watch on stage. I mean, you're so.
Yeah, it will be more fun when we get the bigger stage than with the fans as well. It's going to be very good.
Absolutely, and I think we're all looking forward to seeing you guys play in the playoffs. It should be really exciting. So thank you so much for taking some time to talk about this. And that was one of the craziest moments we had here at EWC 2026. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again, Lovers Rock.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, whoever is watching. Bye-bye.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion.
What's up, everybody? It's Puckett out here on the EWC floor, and I just found myself another EWC Play quest. Now, not only can you earn points towards your EWC Play score, but I also have 10 euros towards Valorant if you earn the perfect score. Let's get into it, young man. Can you nail 7 seconds on the spike? The first one, or the closest one to 7 seconds, is walking away with our prize. This guy, is he gonna be late? Oh, 7184 is a pretty darn good score, my friend. All right, second challenger, what's your name?
Jilan.
Are you ready? Yes. Let's get it. It's time to defuse the spike. We just saw a 7.184. It's time to go dark. 3, 2. Oh! And just like that, I don't think we're going to get better than a perfect score. Congratulations, my man.
Thank you, man.
We're having a party out here on the EWC floor. If you see me, I got more prizes. I'll be here all week.
Human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
It's a nice shot from Starso. I don't know if he has time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close. Oh, that is unbelievable. Also, one enemy.
Welcome back from the content. It's time for more as we go back one more time into the server. Nongshim Red Force up 1-0 over Turkish squad BBL in our third place match here at the STC Arena Esports World Cup 2026 Valorant. Digon alongside Big Time and Athena to bring you Agent Select for map number 2.
So we're moving across now to BBL's pick of Lotus, but don't let that fool you. For Nongshim, they're 2-0 here at EWC on Lotus, so they're also going to be feeling very, very confident heading into this one. For me, the pressure right now is on BBL to be able to turn this around, to deny those championship points away from Nongshim, to claim that bigger share of the enormous prize pool here at EWC. They don't want to go down without a fight.
It's kind of crazy too, because for BBL, they've played Lotus in the past 3 games that they've played here at EWC. And 2 of those times they did win it, 13-4 and 13-2. Pretty one-sided, actually. That was against EDG and Heretics, but then they play this against NRG and they get absolutely slammed. But we're gonna see no change in agents from the side of BBL. They're gonna keep it the same. I think it did work for 2 of those games, but Nongshim here, I don't think that's a change, is it?
No, it's not a change.
The no Viper yet? Oh my God.
They don't like the Viper. No one likes the Viper anymore.
Please.
I've never, for me, I'm not even that bothered about it. I've never once brought that up.
Wait a second. You are Mr. Viper on Lotus, no retake on A. What are we doing here?
Look, I will say neither of these teams are Viper teams in style. They like that head-on clash. They like the collision of it. For me right now, I'm feeling good for Nongshim. We know they like this map. Can they carry over that momentum that we saw there on Breeze?
It's going to be a lot on to Lovers Rock and La Rock here for BBL. The double duelists are definitely going to have to make some action around the server, especially on that defensive side. You can't really retake, so you can't give up those sites very easily. You're going to have to fight forward, set up a couple traps for Nongshim to walk into. But I say traps, and Nongshim, they've been phenomenal at playing that playstyle, setting traps up, making sure they're doing set plays. So it's really anyone's game going into this. The Sky is going to get a lot of that information for them, and the Vice as well. That Vice wall needs to be baited every single round.
BBL, no more losses to give. Nongshim trying to bring it home. Will it be coming home? Let's send it on over to the casters to find out. It's Mitchman and Tom.
It's time to see if BBL can bring this all the way back. They have to go to Haven to claim that 3rd place spot. And their slot on the podium. For Nongshim, well, they showed us some solid late halves in that previous map. And you think about some early success for them, and it could have been a blowout. Things might change here, though. BBL's map pick and a defensive start for the squad as they look to fight their way back.
Deep. Control being fought for early. Nay, but it's Danby continuing just as he left off in the last map. A superb performance from him. At times, it seemed like he was bringing them into contention, and then the rest of the team would step up. For now, though, after finding those double openers, even doing damage to Rose, they look to group up, fall back across the map, and okay, sure, they're leaving Exros as a bit of a placeholder over on A, but with a completely open C site, this becomes a pretty hefty task for the remaining players of BBL.
Gotta go.
Alongside the map, but still being kept in place by Exros. Even there, you see the double back from Lover's Rock, because he's thinking, is this actually A?
30 seconds
They
left.
sent Exros to learn what is happening. Well, the plant is about to reveal the trick that's being played. And a 2 versus 5. There we go. The plant finally to come through. It's hard to drop the spike when you're on the site.
Planted.
Every time you try, you end up starting the plant. But yeah, this 2v5 is it's going to need some mistakes to be made on the side of Nongshim for there to be any hope.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. Time already ticking. Lover's Rock already low. In the end, it'll be an easy cleanup for the side of Nongshim. Pistol under their belt. A start on their opponent's map choice. We've already seen throughout this game so far that there probably is no deficit that one of these teams could come back from with how much momentum we saw. The streak of rounds that came through for BBL while they were down. They take the lead, couple of rounds, a singular one goes back in the other direction, and then a streak goes right back the other way. But for BBL on their map choice,
Catch them.
we will have slightly higher expectations. Early sees nade, and while Ivy not shying away from a fight, he didn't have too much to lose, whereas a couple of his teammates definitely do. Although I will say, for a bonus, this is a fairly light buy.
Still, they'll definitely be able to match anybody. Oh, the other side, that was a bit shaky. Danby caught with the stun. Out trade still found with Larocque. Landing himself one, taking some damage for his troubles, but this is already getting costly for the side of Nongshim with Danby barely hanging on to life. The spam, okay, it will connect, leaving Loida alone, but even with a classic, have to give him some respect. The clutches won in the previous map were impressive, and nothing to be found here.
Definitely got a bit dangerous in the middle. The Rock being able to find a kill directly through the smoke with the classic. This very easily could have gone either way, but it's Danby to come out on top once again and farming up those additional orbs. Getting ever closer to having that overdrive online, which for him really does feel like a powerful ultimate. And even having enough to upgrade into an additional rifle or two. It's a better bonus than you might have thought.
Certainly than it looked like it could have been in that previous price tag. Given to them at a discount. BBL now come in, rifles in hand up against decently stacked buy and a lot of players right outside that C site, but the rotations are in already. Lover's Rock has been here with Kraven the whole round. Now they've got Rose alongside them. Danby seems like he's going to be going into a trap that he doesn't know is set just for him. The deep play as Rose dives out to catch him, and now they'll greet them at the choke point. But the trades, they come in favor of Nongshim. It looked like they dealt with the first wave, but the second has washed this defense away.
I'm trying to get ahead of things. Nade will be able to potentially deny instead. It's the spam. But it's left all on to Loiter. If the clock was lower, that might have been a defining factor of this round. Instead, it's RB. 3 for the IGL. Another streak of rounds at the start. And Nongshim, oh, now they have an opportunity to run away with this one.
And this is what we feared. What happens if this squad gets off to a good start in those early rounds? A pistol, whatever, but the third here. scary considering it started out with Danby, the tip of the spear, the success story so far for this squad. And he goes into that C site, he gets shut down immediately. BBL have numbers, they're ready. But Nongshim, they thrive in the chaos. And okay, that's a nice little setup. The Sheriffs alongside the Marshal. As long as he connects, it just takes one bullet from the Sheriff to take someone down. And that's enough to get them the opening to delete Ivy as well, which is a lot of information lost for this Nongshim squad if they do play direct. It looks like a fake that, well, to say it has worked, it's a bit of an understatement. All 5 players are currently sat on the C site for BBL while the spike moves through to A.
That's funny. That flash almost was the selling point for BBL to realize that this was a fake. You're just going to send through a singular sky flash and just run away. The fact is, though, Showstopper was still used, so Nongshim didn't quite realize how well the fake had gone. Danby's aggressive positioning could be enough to deliver them a rifle, but instead he's using his utility just to delay Paranoia, but he's so close he can avoid it and has support. Even still, decent trades. A kill on the Classic, a gun found but not quite utilized. And they're trading it back and forth. The low HP gives a chance, but Extras, he will land another multi-frag. And although it's a good damage round with the pistols, the damage kind of becomes a little irrelevant when you've lost this many rounds in a row.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you need to win that round to convert right here from players like X-Ross showing up down to 9 HP on a wide swing to close. The confidence starting to build up on the side of Nongshim. The rounds certainly are as well. And as you said, yes, there's a price tag to those victories. But with 0 rounds sitting opposite them, there's no need to worry just yet. Immediate aggression from BBL towards A main. The nade's done well. It's got Lover's Rocket corner to fight from, and it takes a while for the kills to start coming in. Quick response from Nongshim, and RB's back to his old tricks. The spam through the smoke for the 2v2, and Ivy, who has been the standout player for this squad in the late rounds, lurking his way up, finding so much space. If it's not Danby to end the round in the first few seconds, it'll be Ivy there in your final moments. And a 2v1 for Rose. He might even be tempted to go for the save.
It looked like for a second Kreven had an opportunity. That you give Ivy any ground and that's your life null and void. It's been a rough game so far for Rose. And there's not really an angle he could take. In fact, RB, I feel like he was meant to be the first swing, and then his teammate was going to swing off that because he was low HP. But RB just really hasn't been missing.
Well, he's 8-1 right now. He's going back to his
pretty good
to his versus vitality form, shooting people through smokes to perform the trades, running, shooting as well. And Ivy playing that very slow lurk up, finding so much value. 5-0 for Nongshim. And a timeout now coming through. I saw our camera spin to the right for a moment. I thought, there's no way this is a Nongshim timeout. But indeed, it is BBL taking a breather. Understandably, with how things have gone so far, things are starting is actually even an understatement. Things are looking very bleak right now for this squad.
Yeah, no, you can understand why Coach Key has decided that this is the right moment to try and talk to the boys, because you're in your map choice. Sure, yeah, you've already had a defeat in this single elimination bracket. You are out of contention when it comes to the grand final and taking home that trophy, having yourself immortalized in the totem. But there is still 80,000 on the line and club points to go with it. You don't want to go out with a whimper. You want to go out with a bang. And right now, well, they're getting banged.
It's unstoppable force and immovable object territory when it comes to the momentum for both of these teams. You feel like either one can always get back into it if they do find the wind in their sails. But at the same time, you wonder, what does it take to stop Nongshim? and we're already
จบไวเฉยเลยคู่นี้
whatever it takes. BBL don't seem to have it. Not
แต่
in
วี
this
มัน
round.
โหดเกินว่ะทุกคน
No, that was a 10-second round. That was literally round over in 10 seconds. A double frag from Ivy that honestly, I want to say there was nothing BBL could do. Like maybe they peak within 0.2 of a second, slightly faster together, but he was so fast. And then his teammates also managed to clean up a couple. That's a nice shot from Loiter. Unfortunately, even 3 more of those won't be enough because he took a tag of HP. He would die before he managed all the remainder. They also have Seekers online. Like realistically, even what he would hope to shroud in the shadows is not going to help him out. There would almost need to be a ninja defuse, and you could already see that they are not going to allow him that opportunity. Time ticking, he needs to get onto that spike, get it to half, and he's getting tagged as he goes. Francis ends a round that probably should have ended about a minute ago. And I'm going to need that slow mode on what Ivy just did.
As we said, a lot of talk about Danby when this team first made waves on the international scene. We've seen Neon nerfed, probably because of him.
Yeah, I don't even think it's probably.
Yeah, I think we were all saying, oh, it seems a little strong. We saw Danby play and said, nope, get rid of it. Get rid of it
Like
immediately.
He murdered everyone's rank games for a few months.
Ivy, this tournament has felt like he found another gear, and that's a scary thing. To see one aspect of Nongshim take a hit, and the other come back so much stronger. Nongshim not giving them any room to breathe, suffocating them with round after round, 7-0. Unless Kreven has got the play of his lifetime teed up, surrounded. They're pushing him from every side, and they're pushing him fast. He is fleeing to his setup. He can't even get behind the trip. He doesn't know where to look, activating trips to try to bait them into the other side of the site, but flawlessly done for 7-0. From dark to darker for BBL. It's not looking like there's a dawn anytime soon with Ivy playing like this.
What? He wasn't even looking anymore. I genuinely can't believe some of the shots we're seeing Ivy hit, and it seems like maybe Key can't either. Whatever it was, his attempt to find a gap. And the worst thing is, we're seeing these shots out from Ivy. He's 4th on the scoreboard. 4th. Bro's not even having to do too much, dear Lord. They really are just disrespecting them at this point. This is like a boulder rolling down the hill, and BBL are trying to stand in its way as it grows.
That's it, a snowball picking up momentum and mass as it just shows no signs of stopping. For Nongshim, sure, they're up against pistols here. You saw Danby dive into the chaos. 3 players surrounding him. It didn't shake him at all.
No, he doesn't have fear. Doesn't exist.
8-0 is certainly not what I thought I was going to see here.
No.
The last map was competitive, and it did feel like Nongshim were the ones to find their flow, while BBL had a couple of ideas that eventually were figured out. But here, it's BBL's map pick. Here, it's supposed to be comfort for them. It's supposed to get better.
I'll be honest with you, I've just seen Ian Chambers walk towards the stage. If that doesn't tell you how this game is going, I don't know what does. 8-0. Maybe this 3rd, 4th map is going to be over in the blink of an eye. Lover's Rock already gone. As if they didn't have problems as it was. Danby now investing into that operator. You want to try and come up with a counter to me. I'm still adapting while we're winning 8-0. I'm going to change things up. Now, Kreven should at least have information, but just look at where the rest of the 4 players are. They are just waiting. Like, Ivy's going, right, I'm going to make a play. You guys just chill.
The whole idea of this round was to, I think, have that Nightfall put through directly after contact spotted. Ivy now has that man. Oh, caught in the corner, but no nightmare for Rose. Dambi hit that shot so quick to start this round out. It got them an advantage, but now we're back to equal footing. BBL on their way to the B site, but the hit coming in elsewhere. Nightfall going to be completely avoided. The paranoia won't be. Lloyd has bought them a little bit of extra time as Dambi has to wait for Vision to return. Nice shots by LaRock as he's landed his third already. Sniping them out of the sky on the way in. It is 8-1 at long last. BBL have found a round.
Thank God it's at least not going to be a 13-0, because there was genuinely a part of me that was worried that we might just see them get blasted. And this could be their final map of the tournament, one that will stick in their minds for a while, but it doesn't seem like they are boomed out of it just yet. LaRock with a couple of high-impact kills. But is this going to be back to regular programming? Already being denied early. It's a leg shot. That's unlucky for Lovers Rock. X-Ross will survive and take him down.
It's a great skill check. And now with the save coming through, the heal, sorry, coming through from Francis. He saved that HP bar. Put his teammate back in a spot where X-Ross can fight again, although we've seen him fight on 9 HP. Never deterred. This will be a fast play to the B side, door broken open, but immediately BBL look to adjust. They try to fight their way through, but Dambi was left behind. The tip of the spear normally, this time a concealed dagger, and it's landed in the backs of BBL, just as it seemed. The dawn was breaking. It proves to be BBL left broken. 9-1 behind.
We've seen it already throughout this match that a singular round seemed to build into something more, but it was not the case in this one. An attempt to fight through is met by Dambi again. He has been a devastating force within this map, within this series. And unfortunately, it does seem like BBL are going to go out with a whimper. One round on the defensive side of their own map choice. They at least have a purchase here. They have a showstopper. They have an overdrive, but they also have Ivy to deal with. And maybe for one of the first times in this game, they've dealt with him cleanly.
We're starting. Oh, this is a big TP from RB. He's committed it into the spawn, and Lovers Rock hasn't hit his shot to start with, but he's going in for it anyways. The ult even used there, but RB's quick. On the trigger, now wrapping behind. Loida at least able to isolate him. Swaps position with the shrouded step, but gets caught by Dambi anyways. X-Ross onto LaRock. That started so well for BBL. It's fallen to smithereens. 10-1 in the question, Tom. Is this the fate that all the MEA teams will see, or that most will see on the international stage? They start with such fire, but they're snuffed out with a whimper.
It's been the case for a while now. Pacific have had these truly devastating teams, but honestly, an informed Nongshim might be the scariest of the lot. Lovers Rock in a great position. First, second, third as well. Finally, we see an individual play that isn't from the Nongshim side. It's safe to say they've been few and far between in this map. And with Dambi and Ivy still alive, I won't lie to you, I'm not even sure this round is done.
It's a start we needed, though, for BBL out there to have any chance. 2 rounds of foundation. Lovers Rock finding himself from 2 to 5 kills. Couldn't see them with the judge, but justice was blind. A BBL. Maybe another injustice delivered to this squad. A 2-man advantage down to 1. The rotate to the wrong side of the map, or at least maybe.
เต็มดึงเวลาอะไรต่างๆได้เยอะเลยครับ
They can take the spike where they wish, and for now it is away from the body of the defense.
Honestly, I don't mind seeing them group up. Loiter being alone on the other side of the map
30
gives a
left.
chance for someone like Danby to isolate. Although saying that, they are now splitting up again. Plant seems guaranteed. The device wall is also going to give them the information that there is a player behind. They'll go through it together. Ivy will need a quick double, and he's only going to be able to delay them a little bit. Thorns destroyed. A reposition necessary. He needs to cover off Danby, who's trying to hold for the other angle. Trying to
Paranoia.
Almost bait them in on the fight. Paranoia goes through the backside, but it's not hit onto anybody. Waiting on the players of Nongshim. But at the final hour, BBL will at least find a second round. But I'll be honest with you, Mitch, I don't think it's close to enough.
ไล่พื้นที่เดี๋ยวจังหวะ
I don't think that's a crazy statement to make. 2 rounds on your map pick. I don't care the side. I don't care much for the map or the opposition. It should always be better than this. And after such a strong fight on map number 1, the question on all of our minds, where is BBL? Because that team on the stage, those are not the boys I recognize from EMEA.
Where is BBL? Good question. An answer I've got for you though is, where is the crowd? It's right here in Paris. How we doing, Fed Dupree? Look at this. We're packing it out. We've got some incredible Valorant, and we are just getting started. The grand final is just on the horizon, and I'm standing by with a very special guest. He is an EWC OG. We've seen him many years in the past on the big stages, hosting all of the action. It's fancy. You've come from Riyadh all the way here to Paris. How cool is this?
Honestly, I couldn't expect it to be any better. For the Esports World Cup to grow so quickly and for it to be in Paris, that's something that I never thought it would happen so soon. I mean, look at the crowd, man. We got thousands of people here.
Yeah, make some noise, Paris. Incredible crowd. And we've got an incredible grand final coming up. 100 Thieves versus NRG. Who do you think is going to take it and why?
Honestly, NRG have shown a lot of resilience during the tournament, but they've went to map 3 every time. But at the same time, you have 100 Thieves. They've shown a lot of growth coming in with the rookie. And honestly, it could go either way, but I'm just excited. I just want to see it go all the way.
Just briefly, while I've got you, of course, look, this is 7 weeks of immense competition. We've got some of the best players from all over the world coming here to Paris to compete in lots of different titles. Outside of Valorant, what are you most looking forward to?
Definitely, I would say League of Legends. I've been playing the game for the past decade, and I can't wait next week. It's going to be electric here.
You think Faker's going to come out?
I mean, he has to. It's the Esports World Cup.
All right, great stuff. Okay, Paris, I'm going to ask you, who do you think is going to take this one? Can we see Nongshim clutch this up? Nongshim fans, let me hear you. What about BBL? All right, let's get back into this one.
ตัวร้ายจัดเลย
About even, right? I think that seemed about even.
Tom, I think the decibel level might have been even, but there was a lot more boos in that second call to action.
No, they were going woo.
I will agree to disagree on that one, or we'll just agree that you're wrong. The crowd is against BBL here today, as Nongshim have certainly earned their fans and their flowers here in Paris. Taking down home heroes normally makes you the villain, yet somehow they are the people's new hero. BBL looking battered, bruised, and broken, down on 2. A pistol, well, if you've seen Valorant before, you know it's normally a coin flip, but in this instance, for BBL, it is everything on a coin flip. Ivy, the man standing with 5 coming his way. They're getting close as well. They are going to round this corner like a bat out of hell, and they have hit him clean.
An opening pick, a site under their control, some deep presence as well. Although saying that, he's going all the way in. He's pushing all the way forward. He's got to be careful. Able to get back and has the nade to back up means that
เล่นยังไงครับ BBL
สั่ง
Waterfall ตัวต่อ
gives a good opportunity for a crossfire
เคลียร์ Waterfall ไปได้แล้วครับถือว่ากดดันหนักมากครับออกทางเดียวครับตรงชิม
if
กระโดด
this
ออกเลย
has
ตายหมด
more
ตายหมู่
rounds to be
เรียบร้อย
played. And indeed, BBL hold on for dear
ส
life
โมกลูกเดียว
in
พัง
the
เลย
pistol round, 10-3. It's a small consolation prize.
I was about to say, I look at Akey's face. I don't think he's back on board just yet. That's a man that doesn't seem too happy, but you can't really blame him. I'd say credit has to be given to Nongshim in the way they've been playing. They are such a tough team to play against, but a lifeline has been grasped. A pistol round, which gives an opportunity to farm up some orbs. Well, with already a spot of a fair few, I was expecting the players on BBL to go the other way. Instead, they actually went towards the danger.
Seven rounds in it. Even these ones have to start out with a lot of success for BBL. We can see this squad struggle to convert a round like this. They've chosen the right side of the map to go to. It's only X-Ross here. He only has a classic as well. Invested nothing bar utility that will be carried through to the next round. A free weapon and a prowler in his face. That should be the end of him, and he gets a few more chances than I'd like. Luckily, none of them really land.
อย่าฝืนเรานี่อย่าฝืนไปไวๆเลย
30 seconds left.
The Rock
Spike
will
planted.
claim one with the spike plant as well. And then for Nongshim at this stage, it almost comes down to, do you just want to die to the spike rather than gifting anything over? A likelihood of any form of success is an absolute zero, unless, of course, we see
BBL
another ninja defuse.
แต่จี้น้องชิมเนี่ยชอบ
That would be one hell of a way to send them out. Damage, perhaps the question, but two pistols, one of which is removed just now. We'd have to get a lot done here. And going down to the spike is the final protocol for Nongshim. 10-4. Again, though, before we see BBL really pick up the pace, they need the conversion. If not in round 3, an immediate resurgence in round 4 of this half as Nongshim now get the rifles out.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see the buy that comes out for BBL, because you kind of mentioned it, they didn't really invest too much. And so because of that, they're able to rebuy up with multiple rifles. I think it's the best plan they have, really. Make sure that your bonus round is almost just another buy, and then maybe you can kickstart this attack side. Get yourself that little bit closer. Maybe even up to 6 before we see another buy. Well, the damage they've done to Ivy is already a great start.
เข้ามาแล้วจะฮิวเพื่อนพอดี
Get out in time. The slide not there before X-Ross lands the shot in return. Nongshim stabilized.
ฮิวเพื่อนครับเมื่อ
They've
กี้นี้
stopped the first leg of the push, and BBL look to take this elsewhere. A very similar game to what we saw Ivy run a little bit later in the round. And Krevin's making a bit of noise. He's letting them know they might be going towards this B site. So they hopefully have an easier time of taking A. Cage will be popped up.
Go, go, go.
Or maybe already has. Just as a distraction.
Yeah. Just maybe trying to bait the B cross player into a rotation. The smoke going down.
สโมกกดดัน
Does, however, fake some pressure. There
แต่
is
ว่า
nobody
ไม่
on
เปิ
the
ดเสียง
safe
เลยครับ
side.
พี่แวว
Going through
เข้า
tree
ทำประตู
here
เลย
would give them a free plant. And that's the exact call that has been made by BBL.
Prowler cleared them through to the site. Still have to be cautious and worried
เห็น
about
แล้วนะ
that site
โอ้
peaks,
เห็นแล้วครับ
but the planters being protected. The bodyguards are there. Nongshim now have to fight their way
ตัว
back
เลื้อยอยู่เลยครับน้อง
in.
ชิม
X-Ross still on that C site. It's going to take them some time. And BBL are setting up. They've already got LaRock sitting up top. And Krevin has been patient all round long, waiting for the B aggression. For a minute, nothing came. He faked it out with his cage. He's basically sat
ว้าว
in
เข้าไป
their
ช่วยกับ
spawn,
เพื่
and
อน
now
ครับ
they've just bypassed him.
ทิ้งตัวข้างนอก
Now
ไว้
Nongshim looked to actually take the fight to the side. Kraven is
เอ้า
useless in this position, but he
ไม่
doesn't
สุด
know.
ครับ
Luckily,
ล้มสอง
his
ไง
teammates are picking up all the
เหลือ
pieces
วี
on
เหลื
the
อ
side.
สี่
Pick after pick for
ลา
Nongshim
บีหา
though.
เจอหนึ่งครับ
Put
แต่
some
ยังหา
pressure
ตัวนอกไม่
back
เจ
on
อ
the
แล้ว
time.
ลา
No,
บีบจัด
surely too far
เรียบร้
gone.
อยไม่มีใครเช็คดรอป
And Rose will make certain that BBL don't falter here.
It's giving me flashbacks to the
ใครจะจบผมไม่จ
beginning
บ
of the tournament. Backstab Rose is back in action, just waiting for his opponents to have their backs turned before he strikes. But I said at the beginning, this bonus round had a lot invested into it. BBL being far enough behind that they took a few more risks in their second round purchase so that they could come in with full rifles in this one. And starting to build up some momentum. Of course, the streak of rounds was 8-0 for Nongshim. But they've got quite a way to go to match up to what their opponents did in the first half.
I love the difference between everybody else winning a big round and Rose, where they all scream, and then occasionally from Rose you just get that sigh of like, I'm too old for this. They found the round. Kraven's in a lot of trouble. He gets two. It's a rifle given over, a so-so trade. Because what this gets for BBL is the idea that the A site ain't that heavily defended. They pick up the pace, they'll find a plant. Yes, a rifle now to play against them, but only the
บอ
one.
เดียวยากครับ ไม่ได้มีปืนอะไรเพิ่มเติม
Panic buttons that can be pressed.
ไม่มีอันติด้วย
Showstopper.
ชิม
They need it. I'd say odds are that they're not going to be looking for it in this sort of moment. And with 2 quick kills,
เชื่อ
that's all
10
but
ไม่ปลอดภัย
confirmed.
เนี่ยทำไปเล่นไปโนชิม
Axeros
รอบหน้าก็ยังดูจะไม่ได้มีอันติอะไรใหญ่ๆให้พี่สถานการณ์ด้วย
maybe
นะ
try and get a rifle and get out of there, but it seems like death maybe is only released from this round. Although there you go, that's at least one. I think Rose realized in that moment though that him dying gets his ult online. So if he gets the kill, great. If he doesn't, at this stage they're going to be investing all their cash into every round anyway.
ได้อันติเลยไหม
Come on, they'll even save the gun through in the end.
ถือว่ายังดึงอยู่
We're getting dangerously close to the territory where I do start to believe in BBL. We talked about momentum. My main problem was, yes, both squads can thrive with it. And of course, a half change can make one hell of a difference. But Nongshim, they seem to be on too much form. They seem to move too quickly to be slowed down. But 4 rounds in it. There's another rifle round for the defensive side comes through. Danby on the operator on the defense. This was a nightmare for BBL when it came to Breeze. At least to start. They're taking it to a side of the map that Danby isn't on. The problem is on Neon, that won't be any side of the map for very long.
His operator was literally the turning point. They went from looking like they could end up getting boomed. I think they were 4-2 down after 4 rounds in a row to him picking up an operator and then dominating. To be honest, a 1-for-1 trade though versus Danby's not bad, and now the ults can be expended. I don't know how for the life of me Ivy survived, and well, I guess karma came through in the end.
Yeah, the nade caught him, even if the showstopper didn't. Francis almost cost him his life. In fact, they basically cost him paranoia, but a little slow to Francis might have dropped the ball a little bit in the end.
ยิงพลาด2 คนเลยทั้งอาบีทั้งฟรานซิส
They're certainly not complaining. Their foot is now truly in the door. Nongshim have slowed.
It is crazy how this game has gone. We saw it back on map number 1 where I think it was 6 rounds in a row for BBL that they lose 1. And then they lose all the remaining rounds in the half. We've seen 8 rounds in a row in this map.
โดนนะ
You'd sit there and
น้อง
go,
ชิม
okay,
เนี่ย
that
อาจ
should
จะ
be
ไม่ได้โดน
enough,
หนัก
right?
แต่กองเชียร์นะโดนแน่
But now we start to see the same happening on the other side.
แก๊งที่ไปแบบบู๊เขา
And although the crowd is still firmly
กองเชียร์ไม่ยังเชียร์น้องชิม
they might boo this BBL roster, but it's not the momentum of the crowd or the cheers that seem to help this team to thrive. It's just once they start rolling, they are difficult to stop. And of course, that's why Nongshim take the moment for a pause.
It's got to be an interesting feeling being BBL. Home turf, you're in EMEA, you're up against the Pacific team.
It doesn't feel like home
and
turf.
The crowd, one of the bigger crowds you will have played in front of is screaming their name, is booing you.
Yeah.
Even the interviews earlier, we had one of the cosplayers, who are you supporting? BBL. The entire arena booed them instantly and passionately. For BBL, they might not have many fans going on. They've certainly got a lot of rounds now. Starting to believe RB, big play. The TP up top. He might have flown under the radar. Even with the stun going through, he is in a good position. That was Dambi's stun. Playing as a ruse, giving him a chance with the rifle. The third kill for RB. Francis, he made a mistake in the previous. He didn't get a kill that was gifted to him. It was on a silver platter. Now, a 1 versus 2 to try to recover that lost honor. They know where he is, and the slide in from Lover's Rock seals the deal, 10-8.
สมมติมันบังไง
Fact is the best way for
เก็บปืนก่อนนะ RB โดนสตันด้วย
through bringing this map back
สมมติก็บทพอดีนะตอนที่อุตส่าห์ยิงหลัง
incredible attack side half when they played versus Heritage earlier in the tournament. It was 10-2, which will only take them to overtime in this stance.
รอบนี้ดีกว่า4 อันตีครับน้องชิมโอเปอเรเตอร์ด้วยครับดับบิ
win in regulation, but with how things are going, 6 rounds in a row, we're now looking at the Nongshim side.
นี่วางเป้ารอกระโดดเขาไม่กระโดด
Do they have the answer?
Now, what did it take to stop Nongshim? We thought BBL might not have it, but now the question is, what does it take to get them going again?
ครับแล้วเป็นตัวถือโอเปอเรเตอร์
BBL with momentum like this.
หน้าซีเลยพยายามจะลองดันดูครับพอเอเจอคนถือโอเปอเรเตอร์
2 rounds in it now, and that very comfortable gap.
เข้าบีเหรอเราเนี่ย
turned into a crack.
จากหน้าเอเข้าสู่บี
called for Nongshim. Well, this buy round.
ยังมีหนามให้เปิดด้วยไปวี
Operator for Dambi as well, as we said, was the turning point before. It may need to be again.
เดี๋ยวไปเจอโอเปอเรเตอร์ดับบินะ
BBL are still spread in a default. They are looking for picks, and they're going to get the chance. But Nongshim are the ones converting those pickups.
โดนแล้ว BBL เหล่านี้เลื่อนเลยจะเล่นช้าด้วยครับแล้วกระจายตัวกันมั่วซั่วเลยตอนนี้โอ้ยเอาแฟตยังเอาอยู่ดัมบี้ยังเอาอยู่ยังไงล่ะอาบีมาช่วยครับโรดถือจะตามไม่รอดแล้วเหลือเควินคนเดียวก็ไม่รอดครับเรียบร้อยวินที่ตามหาของนองชิมกองเชียร์มันเถื่อนจังวะ
It's funny seeing them wearing the mates' jerseys, but you know, it seems like you're allowed to have 2 teams here in Paris.
Well, yeah, they had to pick another team after mates went out.
เอาสุดอ่ะคือทีมไม่อยู่แล้ว
But no doubt, when BBL stepped out on that stage and saw all those fans, they saw the drums, heard them beat. They hoped that those drums would beat for them.
ชะตากรรมที่ทำเอาไว้ครับ BBL
Not quite the case, as we've come to learn. Francis chosen a side, and it is not BBL's. Losing that round brings them back to the realization that although a streak of rounds was theirs just moments ago, they are desperately close to being locked off that podium, to being set into 4th place, to losing out on an extra $80,000 to the players across the stage.
Puts you in a mindset of feeling that pressure once again when you're in a position where you're so far behind, the game looks out of reach. It can almost be a little bit freeing. You can take risks when nothing's working. You can do things that are unorthodox, but then that game starts to get close again. You start to see that victory on the horizon once again. Maybe that pressure creeps back in.
รอครับไม่เจอครับน้องชิมเคลียร์ได้แล้วจะยัดเข้าไวจังหวะ2มาแล้วจ้า
already missing the beat a little bit. He's got to be careful. There's
สวน
another
ไปเลย
player
อาบี
around the smoke,
ตาย
but that's Kraven.
แต่ในไซด์วุ่นวายดิแบบเนี้ย
Extros with a double.
โอ้โดนเคลมหมดเลยครับในไซด์
And now Kraven is all that stands from his opponents in
แต่
12.
เควิน
But a
เควิน
nice
ตึง
shot
เค
to
วินตึง
start.
เควินตึงเควินมันตึง
His
แปลก
teammate
ๆนะฟาร์ม
in
ซิส
Ivy didn't go with him.
แฟดแล้วก็โดด
He
เฉยเลย
chose to be the last man standing with both looking to find his back.
เชี่ย
Kraven saves the day.
เควินว่ะ
are not dead and buried yet.
ฟิลเดียวกับแบบยิงเจ
Kraven has just created a chance for BBL.
น้องชิมรีบครับตัวนี้
He's
น้อง
got
ชิม
the
จะมี
plans
ช็อ
to
ต
the
มั่น
Death
ใจแบบ
Star.
นี้
There's
บ่อย
still
นะเวลา
so
แบบตัวผู้
much
เล่นได้
more
เปรีย
to
บ
do, but this it felt like an impossibility.
กระโดดยิงนะแต่ว่า
Even as you build for him,
Ivy
having
อยู่ไหนอะ
hope, I thought
ไอวี่ไม่พร้อม
false hope, a false prophet, surely, but no. Kraven, perhaps even ushering BBL towards map 3, but distance still to cover.
แทนที่จะได้
A
ขึ้นแมตช์
2-round
พอยต์ครับ
gap.
น้องชิม
And Nongshim have bought right back up. They've got Danby in the right spot. Him and Ivy,
ตอน
the
นี้
two
ถ้าเล่นไม่ได้
highlights
นี่ต้อง
this
เซ
year
ฟนะ
for the squad at the big events. And now they've got backup as well. If BBL continue this push, they could be in
เอ้า
trouble.
อยู่
But
ก็
that's
ตายเลย
that's tempting.
ตัวคอมโบ
And
เหร
it's
อ
going to get the trigger pulled. They don't expect that cross.
บอสลากไปสอง
Luckily, they trade
โอ้
him. But it's
มาอีกแล้วครับภาพ
quickly
เดิม
back
อีกแล้ว
in
ภาพเดิมอีกแล้ว
favor for Nongshim.
เควินบอก
A non-issue.
ผมอีกแล้วสินะ
As Kraven again finds himself
แต่เริ่ม
against the
กลัว
odds. This time,
โดนเดินหลังครับ
Nongshim might give him a bit more respect.
Fool me once. That's what they say.
ช้ารอก่อนนะ
A second time, and
เจอตำแหน่งแล้วครับ
I think Nongshim would have played the full.
อย่านะฟาซิสอย่าทำอะไรแบบเดิมด้วย
Spike alone feels like a tough task. Right on the edge of the smoke. With bullets being spammed on the other side, it really does become
30 seconds left.
incredibly difficult. Almost trying someone into a fight.
โอ้ยยากมากครับ
But with 20 seconds left, it looks like this time Nongshim are not going to be overplaying their hand. There is no risk being taken when facing off against Kraven. Map and series
โอ้
point.
ถ้าไม่พลาดวินก่อนหน้านี่
Those
จบไปแล้ว
extra championship points.
มันล่าวถึงขนาดนี้ได้ยังไง
That extra $80,000 in cash and a bronze medal. A second high placing performance at
ภาพเดิ
international
มเลยครับ
events this
จังหวะ
year.
นัวอยู่ในไซส์ตายหมดเลย
If they can win one of the next 3 rounds.
นี่ดับไม่มีของไอวี่ด้วยนะฆ่าไอวี่ได้ก่อนแล้ว
Perhaps the biggest prize of all.
แต่กองเชียร์แม่ง
Be the second best region.
พร้อมคลั่งอะ
To
ตอนนี้
send another
โอ้
home
เชียร์
as the
M8 พร้อม
third.
คลั่งครับถ้าน้องชิมชนะ
The big talk about EMEA here at this event with so many teams delivering in the group stages, making the deep run to playoffs. It seemed like EMEA would win on home soil, that they would hoist the trophy, and the only question was which team would do it. And now it's only North America in the grand finals. EMEA and Pacific playing for second place for the regions, third place in the tournament. With both of these squads having big performances on that international stage, neither wants to be the one to give up that title, to give that podium placement away.
Oh, the buy from BBL, not a great one, but the showstopper might just help them out. Off contact immediately, Lovers
ได้ชีวิตให้ครับ เอ้ายิงใครไม่ตายเลยฟาซิสแต่ว่าเจ็บสองครับซากสองหายข้างบนมาแล้วเอ็กซ์ลอสนี่ช่วยไม่ทันตายด้วยไม่จบแน่นอนโอ้โหเอาคลาสติกเคาะเลยครับแล้วเสียอันติด้วยไงน้องชิมเฮ้ยไม่แน่นะแบบนี้
And 2 needed now to go to overtime
รอบนี้ก็เปิดด้วยอันติแล้ว
and keep their hopes of a top 3 on the line.
But you can see the difference in BBL. When was the last time we saw them stand on their feet, stare across the stage, the calls to action? for the other squad. They've been quieter than normal here today. They know 2 rounds is still a big task.
จนครับรอบนี้ดันรวบ
completely. They are pushing at a pace
ออกทันนะเคลเว่น
from the majority of teams, but BBL do exactly
ทิ้ง
the
เชียร์
same.
ไว้
They
ถ่วง
adjust
นะแต่ว่าไม่ทัน
all
ค
the
รับ
space
ลอง
lost
ชิม
behind by taking space in front by finding a plant.
เดี๋ยวลองได้อันติว่ะ
I think the real advantage for Nongshim is catching players
อยาก
off
ลอง
the
ใช้เลยไหม
weak
ใน
weapons.
ดาว
Unless
นี้
they are going to go through with the showstopper on X-Ross, him being one of the only players with the rifle, I'd
กลัวด้าน
probably
หลัง
rather
อยู่นะครับ
see
BBL
it save for another.
แต่ของไปครับยังกดดันอยู่แล้วล็อกมาแล้วครับเขี่ยใกล้ไปก่อนโชว์สต็อปเปอร์ทางใต้มีแน่ๆโอ้โหแต่ไปเอาตัวนี้เดี๋ยวล็อกอยู่ได้เดี๋ยวสงสัยข้างใต้อยู่ครับเจอแล้วเอ็กซ์กอล์ฟเคลียร์ได้แล้วดีเก็บปืนโอ้โหแต่เขาเว้นเฮ้ยโอ้มันแต่แถวเข้าไปในสโมสแล้วมันไปโดนหัวใครบ้างเต็มหมดเลยคือ4โชว์สต็อปเปอร์แล้วครับวัดใจราวนี้เลยฮะโฮชิมโดยภาพไม่จะหลบจังหวะน่าสไลด์มาของแดมบิเขาเว้งลงไปแถบหลังสโมก
I think he thought the boom ball was going to get him at the end there. 1 round left to play for in regulation. It's overtime or game over for BBL. And Nongshim, they saved up their credits, but they did use that showstopper in the last. They'll have to do this with the bullets instead of the bazooka.
วิโดนของไล่เยอะมาก
They plan to take this to the seaside. At least that's what they want.
ไม่มีกำแพงครับรู้แล้วครับ
Drag the
ไม่มีกำแพง
rotation.
ครับกำแพงอยู่หน้า B
The wall, but they've done the ladder. 4 players from Nongshim now stand at C, but they're not going to sit and wait. Instead, they push and fight.
โอ้โหเดินชนกำแพงครับพ่อ
He was blinded. He didn't know what way he was looking.
มันหันหลังอย่างเดียวครับมันไม่ได้กด A กับ B หรือว่าได้ลึกฮะได้ลึกเดี๋ยวล็อกไปลึกแล้วเขารู้ครับเขามีหมาครับต้องกลับยังไงครับไม่มีที่ให้ไปตอนนี้ออกทางไหนก็ไม่ได้เพลเว่นยังกลัวอยู่เลยจะมีคนดันหลังมาปัดติไม่ทันครับสไตล์คู่เคลเว่นอยู่ไกลมากครับเรียบร้อย 1-4 เคลเว่นอะยังไงจังหวะแบบนี้เรียบร้อยลองชิมครับที่ 3 2-0 เลยตามมาแพ้น้อยครับ BBL โหลาหลอกเหงาเลยครับราวเมื่อกี้นี้พลาดจังหวะถอยหลังดูให้เพื่อนแล้วแต่ว่าไอ้จังหวะกลับมันแค่หันหลังกลับนะแต่ว่าเดินตรงเข้ากำแพงแล้วมันร้องเพลงอะไรวะ
We thought maybe with the way this map started they might be doing a speed run. And I think going forward in the year, this is a team that I don't think anybody will particularly want to be facing against. They went close versus the likes of 100 Thieves and narrowly missed out on being in the grand final that will be coming up slightly later today.
แต่ไม่ได้มีถ้วยป่ะที่ได้รางวัล
They were a contender throughout, eliminating the likes of G2, Vitality. And now sending BBL down to that 4th place spot. This was a big performance and a big turnaround from what we saw in Stage 1 Pacific. A well-earned 3rd place for Nongshim Red Force. I'm looking forward to see what else they've got throughout the year.
ไม่อยากจะคิดว่าถ้าสมมติว่าเป็นทีมจากฝรั่งเศสมายืนอยู่ตรงจุดนี้
Deep runs on the international stage and a well-earned moment in the spotlight for BBL and for EMEA. This was supposed to be their moment, but instead it belongs to Nongshim, doesn't it, Ian?
It does indeed, Mitch. It feels like a home performance.
The
noise in here right now. It was a phenomenal statement tournament for Nongshim Red Force. I'm standing by with Maddox, our translator, and Danby. Danby, of course, you wanted that trophy. That's what you came here for. But you must be so proud of your performance overall here at the tournament.
일단 단비 선수 승리 축하드리고요. 일단 첫 번째 질문으로는 저 앞에 있는 트로피를 들기 위해서 좀 노력 많이 하셨지만 아쉽게 거의 실패하게 되셨는데 그럼에도 불구하고 일단 3위라는 성적으로 마무리하게 되셨습니다. 좀 자신의 성적에 대해서 좀 얼마나 좀 자랑스럽게 여기시는지 궁금합니다.
일단 3등으로 마무리하게 된 건 너무 아쉽고 저희도 이제 EWC 와서 성장을 계속 하고 있다고 생각을 했었거든요. 그래서 우승까지 노려볼 만했지만 저희가 조금 아쉬웠어가지고 조금 많이 아쉽지만 스테이지 2에서도 열심히 할 거고 그래도 3등 해서 너무 좋아요.
Yeah, of course it's a bummer that we couldn't get the trophy. However, we felt ourselves growing in the course of this tournament. So yeah, we feel proud and we feel great to get the third place overall. And we'll go on to stage 2 and so on and so on.
Effectivement, Danby qui nous dit on a grandi tout au long de cette semaine de compétition. Merci aussi à tous ceux qui nous ont soutenus. Évidemment, on ne s'attendait pas forcément à ça et on a envie de faire encore mieux à l'avenir. Donc j'ai envie de vous demander, mesdames et messieurs, d'applaudir une nouvelle fois Danby pour Nongshim Red Force. And my next question is going to be about this French support. I think before this tournament, not many Frenchies knew your name, knew your team, but you've conquered many hearts this week, Danby. So I want to know, how it feels to have supporters on the other side of the world, and why do you think they actually like you like this?
사실 이 토너먼트 시작할 때만 해도 프랑스 팬분들이 농심을 그렇게 연호하지 않았는데 오늘 경기 때는 농심을 정말 연호하고 단비 선수를 연호하는 모습이 계속 나왔거든요. 그래서 어떤 점이 농심을 이렇게 응원하게 만들었는지 그리고 어떤 점이 이 프랑스 관중들을 이렇게 농심 편을 만들게 했는지 정말 궁금합니다.
일단 저희 플레이 스타일이 화끈하고 이제 화끈하고 플레이 스타일도 유럽 프랑스 일단 플레이 스타일도 너무 화끈하고 저희가 어리다 보니까 샷도 좋잖아요. 그래가지고 그런 점에서 너무 좋아하신 것 같고 그리고 그런 것 같아요.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's because of our aggressive, very fast play style. So I think they enjoyed it very much in our games.
I've got to ask, you leave here as a team with $220,000. That is a huge amount of money. But aside from that, what lessons do you leave with from this tournament?
이제 클럽 챔피언십 500포인트와 함께 이제 상금 22만 불을 이제 가져가게 되셨습니다. 그래서 이 대회를 통틀어서 단비 선수가 가장 좀 배웠던 점이나 좀 가장 성장했던 점이 있다면 좀 어떤 게 있을지 궁금합니다.
일단 팀적으로 저희가 여기 대회 와가지고 글로벌 대회는 2번째인데 와가지고 저희 팀에 마찰도 있었지만 그런 거 이제 성장하면서 저희가 좀 더 팀 단합이나 이제 뭐라 해야 되냐 단어가 생각 안 나요. 단합 팀 플레이가 좀 더 된 것 같아가지고 너무 좋고 이런 큰 경기장에서 일단 경기할 수 있는 것만으로도 너무 큰 경험이라고 생각해가지고 너무 감사하고 있습니다.
Yeah, this is our second international night, so I think our biggest takeaway is we grew up as a team, and even though we had some of the issues within the team, we were able to mend it, and we were able to grow within our team. So I'm very proud for that.
Je suis très fière de l'équipe. Effectivement, on a réussi à grandir, comme je le disais tout à l'heure. Je pense qu'on a pu voir aussi les problèmes qu'on avait dans l'équipe et on va évidemment les adresser avant ce Stage 2. Danby, you're also going to be part of the Esports Nations Cup at the end of the year representing Korea. So congratulations for this. And of course, we're excited about that. My last question, real quick. Grand Finals, Energy versus 100 Thieves. Who is winning?
이제 앞으로 스테이지 2와 또 다른 ENC의 이제 국가대표로서 또 하시기 때문에 그 경기도 기대해 보겠고요. 이제 마지막은 이제 결승전이 앞두고 있는데 결승전 100 스티브들의 NRG 승자 누구 예측하시나요?
백티가 이길 것 같습니다.
100 Thieves.
Okay. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Make some noise one more time for Danby and Nongshim Red Force. You can go and meet some of the fans that are eager to meet you. Thank you so much, Maddox, as well.
Thank you both.
Well, that is the third place matchup done.
รอครับต่อไปรอบชิง
We just got to take a quick
รอ
look
ดู
at
แล้ว
this.
ใครจะ
Because
แชมป์
Lou,
Energy
this is what it all comes down to now. This is what every team that came out here wanted to get their hands on, and the grand final is just on the horizon.
Exactly, on va avoir la grande finale qui va arriver bientôt puisque vous le savez, le vrai enjeu de la journée, on a parlé de cette 3e place, etc. Et félicitations encore une fois à Nongshim Red Force, mais le vrai enjeu, c'est ça, c'est ce trophée de l'EWC, d'être tout en haut évidemment de la pyramide. And I guess two of our American teams are really looking forward to what's next.
They are indeed, and I've got to give a huge shout out to this phenomenal crowd because you're showing up here in Paris, the Valorant fans are here in force, and this is awesome to see.
Vous nous régalez, moi ça je voulais le dire aussi à titre personnel, c'est ce que Ian vient de dire, mais on voulait vous dire merci énormément d'avoir donné de la voix aussi pour ce premier match, et on vous attend au rendez-vous pour la grande finale qui va suivre. And right before we get into that grand final thing, Ian, what do you think about learning a little bit of français, a little bit of French?
Oui.
I have a game for you, but you might need the help of the crowd at some point.
Okay.
You ready?
Oui.
I'm gonna say some French slang expressions, nothing rude of course, that we use in ranked games.
Okay.
You're gonna have to discover if I am flaming you or if I'm gassing you up.
I'm ready.
You
Let's
ready?
go. Yeah.
Je vais lui dire des expressions que vous connaissez tous évidemment très bien, grands joueurs de ranked que nous sommes tous, et vous allez peut-être pouvoir essayer de lui indiquer si c'est bon ou si c'est mauvais. First up is t'es chaud, t'es chaud.
T'es chaud. Bien. Bien.
Bien? Pas bien?
Bien.
What do you think?
รอ นานหรือเปล่านะพัก
As it was Nongshim Red Force, they take the map 2-0, a dominant 8-0 start, but a valiant attempt by BBL to claw it all the way back. But ultimately, Danby and the Pacific squad get the job done. They finish in 3rd place.
Well done, Nongshim. Ultimately, I feel like they were the ones running away with this map. That first half was insanely dominant. Danby once again heating up BBL on the back foot. I do have to give a lot of credit, a lot of flowers to BBL. When it looks like they're on the ropes, they really do start that fight back, but ultimately not enough. It's that 4th place finish for them here at EWC.
I'm actually really happy that we kind of got this score in the end, because my worry coming into today, I told you guys, was that I want to see a BBL that is ready to take on the rest of the year. I do not want someone to go quiet after everything that they've already done here in Paris. And just look at the numbers. At the end of the day, it's a 1-round difference. We almost go to overtime. Yes, that first half looks insane, but imagine bouncing back from that, all the rounds that BBL got in a row. I felt that they were devastated that they were done, that they had used up all the fuel that they had for the tournament. And you couldn't blame them, right? It's like the end, the last day, you know you can't win, you're only battling for that 3rd place. We said that is a lot of money, but at the end of the day, they had been a little bit overperforming if you think about the amount of experience that they have compared to everybody else.
Yeah, I hope that BBL take away just how great their growth and return back to form was, that it wasn't a flash in the pan from earlier in the year, and they should be so proud of what they were able to accomplish, the hero moments, the villain moments, and in the face of those sweeps, still finding a way to grit on down. So a fantastic 4th place finish there for BBL. On the opposite side, I feel like there's one story that you want to follow along. It is Danby. The fact that Nongshim find a way to put him back on the neon despite trying a bunch of different things, go back to it, and you can see how great he had been.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's crazy for me because this echoes that story over at Ascension when they're originally trying to qualify. You see Dambion and Astra, and all of us go, "What is happening?" Goes back to Neon. Things
Seriously,
get better.
we were all thinking that.
Exactly. And then, you know, they experiment. They try him on the Phoenix, but he returns to his bread and butter, and he had a great performance here at EWC. That third place finish, $220,000, heading the way of Nongshim, and of course those all-important club championship points. This is another team that can hold their head high. They were the only Pacific team in the playoffs, and I think they represented the region beautifully.
They fought so hard. I think that, as we were saying yesterday, they could have perfectly won that match. Also, seeing in the form that we saw them today, they would have been a very serious contender for that grand final. And honestly, I would have been incredibly happy for you, Marian, because I think that you deserve it. But I like to see that this is what we get in the end. We get very strong contenders. Yes, we, for the first time in this entire playoffs, we didn't get to the map 3, and I still got the feeling that there is more to these teams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and they are primed and ready to go for Stage 2, which will be happening over at Pacific and EMEA. But before the Grand Finals, we've got to set you all up. It is that America's Grand Finals here at EWC 2026. Don't go anywhere. We got content for you, and we'll be right back with more.
Ginny here, and I'm joined with 100 Thieves. Today, we're going to be testing your knowledge for the Valorant voice lines.
I didn't know any Phoenix voice lines.
It's pretty simple. I'm gonna read out a couple of the voice lines, and then there will be a blank space in there. Ready to go?
Ready to go?
All right, first voice line. Relax, my friends. Blank. They're not what you think.
That seems like a complete sentence.
Look at go in there.
Yeah.
Hands down, everybody. Whiteboards out. Let's go. Low-key, chill out.
My creatures? So is that feed? Thinking Sky, like her little things. My creatures are not what you think.
I just put, I know what this looks like. I just put some random.
What did you say?
I know what this looks like. They're not what you think.
They're not what you think.
Yeah.
Okay. The correct voice line is by Astra, and it says, "Relax, my friends. Time and space are not what you think."
-1 point if you play the agent, by the way.
You guys brought your earplugs, right? I'm just saying, blank will mess you up.
Bro, we don't play this agent, no? It has to be mixed, by the way.
I feel like that is a raised voice line.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is.
No,
She could
wearing a
have
headset.
She could have got you guys good.
No, she affirmed the mix.
Yeah,
I saw her affirm. Are you getting us good?
It could have been a
I have
fake
no
out.
idea.
4, 3.
No, chill.
Oh, we're not good under pressure, huh?
No, I'm sticking with the raised idea.
I did shockwave because like you know
I put booms, my booms.
Oh wait, I'll add my beats.
Beats is actually good.
It was, you guys brought your earplugs, right? I'm just saying, tinnitus will mess you up.
Really? They say tinnitus? He says that?
Well, we've never played this agent.
Do not worry, my radiant friends, I will.
It's two words?
It's 4 words.
I feel like I got the first 2 words.
I'm just writing bullshit.
All right, I'm ready.
It's chamber to enemy KO.
Chamber!
Chamber?
Enemy KO?
All right, 3, 2, 1.
So take down the bot.
School them or shoot them. What, bro?
Shoot them for you.
Shoot that darn robot.
Take care of them.
I will unplug their talking toaster.
Okay, I have heard that.
I have heard that.
I've never heard that in my life.
Oh, that's your
Unplug their
agent.
talking
That's my
toaster.
agent.
That's pretty good.
My grandmother always told me, blank.
This isn't really a good setup for a good joke.
Come on, guys. What would Babushka tell you?
Sean, you start.
Well, we can all
Stop being so dog shit.
eat my vegetables.
Give up.
Keep it in your pants.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm not
You tell me, bro.
Yeah, what was your grandma's
You tell me. What is yours?
Mine is your brain will rot away on the screen.
Not bad.
My grandma always told me, don't forget the spike.
Oh,
I've heard
That would have
That's
also
not bad.
low-key been kind of funny. All right, well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We book Esports World Cup.
I'm spending the next 2 months in Paris and already deeply regretting sleeping through 4 years of French in high school. But c'est la vie! To avoid being an ignorant American tourist, I found myself a French tutor to really help me learn the language. And there she is now. Everyone, this is Kitty, aka La Petite Sean, and a little bit of Duolingo on the flight over. I'm excited to learn from you today. Where's your beret?
I don't have one.
Phone!
Look, I was told I'd be talking about Rainbow Six and Valorant teams today, but instead they put me with this Emily in Paris knockoff. I think I can make it work, but she called me her little dog? Okay, so we are at a flower shop. We call that in French des fleurs.
Des fleurs.
Okay, you know what? It's okay. We will try with another word, huh?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, perfect. Fougère.
Forgery. I can't wait to visit all of these cute restaurants all around Paris, or brasiers, as the French call them, right?
Yeah, that's the words.
Okay, so if I wanted to order a baguette, what would I say?
You would say, voulez-vous
coucher
avec moi?
Avec moi. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Perfect.
I'm gonna go try it out. Ooh, this is really cute. How would I ask to try this on?
Oh, actually, you can say, je mange des gens.
Je mange des gens. Okay. Je mange des gens.
Non, on mange pas les gens.
Des gens mange? Je mange des gens?
Non, on mange pas les gens, c'est une robe.
Where am I messing
Vous
up?
voulez essayer la robe?
No. Je mange des gens, s'il vous plaît.
Non, on mange pas les gens chez moi.
Kitty has been the best teacher so far. I feel like I'm picking up the language really quickly. I mean, whenever I speak with real French people, they seem so surprised by how good my accent is. I'm doing très bon.
Oh là là, et puis ça y est, je suis américaine. On a compris que t'es américaine. On a compris.
Kitty, I did it! He even gave it to me for free.
Oh wow, that's amazing! Come with me, yeah.
What did I get? Do we get jam? Okay, so as I get it, the French don't really like the American tourists, right?
Not really.
So what can I say to have them truly embrace me as a local?
Just tell them...
Mbappé Plumer! Kitty, it worked! They've accepted me as one of their own! I'm off to see Paris, and it's all thanks to you!
Bon débat.
Hi guys, Ginny here, and I'm joined with NRG to play a round of who is most likely to, just to test the waters and see their synergy. I hope you guys are ready. My first question is, who's most likely to forget to pack their jersey?
Everyone said Adam except for me.
Why did you not say Adam?
I don't know. I just thought Gio would.
Gio was my second one, to be fair.
Why was there a unanimous vote though for?
I've forgotten to pack certain things.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot his passport once, actually.
Second question, who is most likely to offer to pay the bill? All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everyone's saying Ethan?
I just need the credit card points. That's it. That's
Wait,
it.
would you ask them for the money back or would you pay the bill?
Some depends on the occasion.
Multi-millionaire.
Okay.
Which one of you guys has the best taste in music?
Wait, what'd you say?
So Scoo.
Oh, wow. I don't even know what Scoo listens to.
I don't know why anyone listens to. Scoo's been on Locks a few times. I remember in Italy.
Adam has a similar taste to me, but I guess you guys are the same probably, huh?
Who's most likely to forget where they parked?
hypothetically, if everyone can drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
hypothetically.
Okay.
Okay, ready, guys?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. All right, I need some explanations.
Why would you put me? I don't even drive.
Exactly.
I mean, I picked Brock. Just feel like Brock's the most likely to forget where he parked.
That is a good explanation.
That's a great explanation.
Fair play.
Sometimes Brock blanks out, and he might happen to blank out when he parks his car.
Which team member would you most likely want to be stuck with on a deserted island?
This one's kind of hard.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Brock again.
I have a feeling that he could help me with some fishing.
I chose Brock because I trust myself with the thinking part of the venture, and I just need him for the strength.
Pretty much the exact reason I picked him as well.
I thought it'd just be funny the entire time with Brock on it.
But you're trying to survive, not laugh.
We're gonna die, but like it's fine.
You gotta enjoy yourself.
You gotta enjoy yourself.
I feel that, man.
Which player is most likely to be late to a scrim? 2 Geos, another Geo, scrim. Why Geo?
I just say Gio usually wakes up the latest. That's the only reason.
That's the exact reason I had as well.
Not a lot of sense of urgency, but it's not like a bad thing.
Why'd you go for Scur?
I just remember Scooter being late. Just once.
Same for me. I just remember Scooter being late.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Which one of you would survive a zombie apocalypse the longest?
I think we actually talked about this the other day.
See the answers, guys?
Oh, wow. Wait, why?
You're the only person who voted for someone else, so let's see.
You have no faith in yourself?
I instantly. So I put Ethan because he has the most life XP here. So.
Sam, I'm glad we're all confident in ourselves.
Which one of you is most likely to become a coach? All right, 3, 2, 1. Ethan.
Wow.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Yeah, why are you putting yourself forward?
I don't know. I won't speak for them, but I think I just make a good coach. I think I'm almost there as well.
Which one of you guys is the funniest?
Everyone's just hilarious.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Why'd you go for me?
I don't know. I just say dumb stuff a lot of the time, and it's funny to people. So
thank you guys so much for giving us a little bit of insight into NRG and calling each other out as well. That's it from us over here, and we're going to be heading back over to the show.
Hey, welcome. Go ahead, take a seat. We ran out of office space here, so we're making do. Listen, I don't know if anyone's kind of told you what we're doing today, but we're just gonna have a chat. And honestly, I would prefer to call you by your real name, if that's okay.
Oscar?
Yeah, Oscar Canelis Coloch. Actually, no, we're just gonna stick with Maxwell.
Okay.
Listen, I know that you auto-dub a lot of your content into English. Are you planning on doing that for this interview?
No, this is my normal voice, and I will use it in English. Also, you're a highly respected journalist, Avali.
Thank you. Now, during your time with Counter-Strike, you played for more than 15 teams in 8 years. Was that because you couldn't make friends?
I actually have a lot of friends, but it's hard to make friends in gaming because people are like you, like rude.
It's kind of personal. Did you ever think that maybe in those 8 years that you were the problem? Was it hard for you to leave Counter-Strike for Valorant? Or does being from Catalonia make the idea of separation come easily?
No, it was really easy. It was really easy because I was tired of playing Counter-Strike already and I wanted something new.
Because you aged out of it?
No. How old are you?
That's a very weird question to ask a woman.
No.
Did your mother teach you your manners?
I think women and men are the same.
In what way?
I can ask you anything that you can ask me because we're the same.
When's your next monthly cycle?
But that doesn't have anything to do with your age.
Hold up. We just said that we can ask each other the same questions as man and woman.
I'm gonna answer them.
All right, well, let's move on. You recently became sponsored by Red Bull. I can see it on your shirt.
Yes.
Is that because being over 30, drinking it is the only way that you could stay awake?
I'm not gonna get rage baited by that.
It's fine. Why do you think that's a rage bait?
Your attitude.
My attitude?
Yes.
This is just the way my face looks. Now, Red Bull says that you were, quote, considered by the vast majority of fans to be one of the most charismatic professional players in the esports scene. By majority of fans, did they just mean your mom?
It does mean what?
Sorry, I didn't auto-dub it. Red Bull says that you were, quote, considered by the vast majority of fans to be one of the most charismatic professional players in the scene. But by majority of fans, did they just mean your mom?
Oh. That's a lame one.
Your mom is lame?
No, my mom is
That's
not lame.
incredibly rude. She gave life to you.
Yes. But no. I mean, it's a lame question. It's a very lame question.
I'll be sure
you can do better.
I'll be sure to let our writers know.
Yeah. Do it because
Look straight into the camera and tell our writer that you just don't think he's doing a very good job.
You probably chat GPT the question or something. You need to, I don't know, do your research.
You're the owner of Club Otakar. I'm glad that you could come to EWC, but why didn't you bring your club with you?
Because we're starting. We're new. We have only a Valorant team and we need more to compete in the rankings and everything.
Is that just your way of saying that you're broke?
Yeah.
Did you turn to team ownership in the hopes of being less unsuccessful?
Less unsuccessful?
I mean, can your club beat any team that is not named LK?
That's a good one. That's actually a good one. You did your research there.
Thank you.
We can. We've done it.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit more about you.
Okay.
Right? When you retired from gaming to go into streaming, was it tough to transition from a job playing video games all day to a job playing video games all day poorly?
No, it wasn't.
A challenge frightens you?
No.
Now, we have had our fun, but I do have one final serious question for you, if that's okay. When you eat oatmeal, do you prefer it to be lumpy or do you mix well?
I don't eat oatmeal. I just eat tortilla.
Tortilla?
Yeah, it's like
I live in California. It's like we almost invented tortillas.
No, but not that kind. I lived in California as well, but you're talking about something else.
I'm talking about like Taco Bell, right?
No. You mix
Chalupa.
the eggs.
No, you get this from the supermarket. It's flat, it looks like a frisbee, you could chuck it.
No. That's the Mexican tortilla, it's not the Spanish one.
Who came first?
Yo, I'm done. Can I leave or no?
Yeah. Well, hold up, we still have a couple more. This isn't even your floor! Guess he doesn't mix well with others.
It's a nice block from Starso. I don't know if he has time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close. Oh, that is unbelievable.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the STC Arena for the Esports World Cup 2026 Valorant Grand Finals. And it has been quite the affair as we have players, managers, community members, and leaders all joining us here. And now I'm so happy to join me here on the analyst desk, Yue from VCT, and as well as Baez from Gentlemates, co-streaming live from the event. Welcome, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Hello, I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm good too. Nice to meet you.
All right, so Yue-san, you got connected with Carmine Corp.
Yes.
How did that happen?
So I watched the Carmine Corp's match. So Fnatic in BO5. I shared this match. So Carmine Corp sent my message. I so surprised.
Yeah.
So Carmine Corp invited me in EWC.
Yeah, I know. That is so cool that they saw the impact that you had from earlier and brought you on over for EWC. Now, Baez, you started out at Gentlemates as a player and now getting to see the Esports World Cup here in France. How does that make you feel?
I just like it, bro. To be honest, the organization is so good. And when we have an event, we have a tournament in Paris, we are proud of it. So just let's keep continue like this, and I hope we will have more events, more tournaments, more organization in Paris, because the public is so amazing. Crowd is amazing.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm going to ask you next, Yue-san. how has the fans been here in Paris during EWC?
Yes, French fans, so amazing. So they hype and scream and chant. Yeah. And so first time in French.
Yeah.
So big surprise, fans hype. So
Very hype. Very
excited. Excited in EWC.
Yeah,
yes.
very, very much so. Now, Beas, you're co-streaming here and part of the creator program of EWC. You are currently ranked second. Yue-san is ranked third. What's it been like co-streaming here live from the event?
To be honest, we are here co-streaming, so we can stay with fans. You know, they are coming, they are asking photo, they are asking. I don't know. So I think it's an honor for us to be here, and big thanks to EWC because I like to be here. I like co-streaming. I like Valorant, you know. So even at home, I watch every match, VCT, our tournament. So thank you very much EWC to accept us here, and just it's amazing.
Yeah, the fans have been lining up after the end of every map to come say hi to both of y'all. But now we are here at the grand finals. So my question to both of you is, who is going to win? Will it be 100 Thieves or will it be NRG? Yue-san.
So difficult question.
Yes.
I think energy is better, but 100 ships so have huge power.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Timotino.
Oh.
I believe win 100 ships.
All right.
I'm rooting for 100 ships. So.
All right.
Yes.
100 Thieves vote here. How about for you, Beas?
So it's difficult, you know, but I want to say energy, they won against us. So if energy win, so I can say we lost against champs.
Oh.
And 100 Chiefs, they went to our gaming house in Paris. Okay, they bootcamp for I don't know 1 or 2 weeks. So if they win, I can say it's Gentlemates Gaming House. So to be honest, all good for me. I hope the best will win, and let's go.
All right.
We will see.
Beas, Yue-san, thank you so much for joining us here at the desk.
Thank you so much, too.
Thank you so much.
All right, standing by right now is Tom and Mitch, who did some exploration around EWC.
What is up, guys? We're here at EWC, where we have just finished watching some epic Valorant matches, but that is not all that there is to do here in the venue. There is so much fun to be had, so we're going to take you around a little bit. Isn't that right, boys? Let's go!
You're like posing for a family picture.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Hey guys, we're here at the Lenovo booth and we're going to be testing our reaction skills. Now I'm an old man and these two youngsters are surely going to beat me in this one.
Didn't catch anything in my life.
Zero posture.
He couldn't catch a cup. That's sad.
That hurt my heart to watch. He's got one. He's crouching now. See, he's taking the crouching seriously.
He's looking the wrong way.
One. The hand-eye coordination. It's gone extremely well here.
โอ้มันพักนานจัดเลยทุกคนเดี๋ยวเราไปพักก่อนดีกว่า
God damn it!
Oh,
Tom,
you're in with a shot here. I can't lie.
And he's done worse.
There's one left. You don't catch the last one.
Oh no!
Oh, Morgan! Please! Oh, he's got one. Right, well, this is cheating.
ลงก่อนดีกว่าเพราะว่า
Guys, we can't have that. That was too bad. That was too bad.
All right, so that was the practice run. Can we do it now?
Cancel the piece, guys.
ได้ดูก็ได้ตอนแรกนึกว่ามันจะแบบเริ่มเลยนะ
We're here at the Team Vitality booth, where we've got lots of fun to be had. Whether it's the claw machine, the face painting station, the gaming station, or the juice bar. We went for the chronic.
Wait, Tom, what did
ไม่
you
น่าจะ
get?
ไปนั่งดูชิว
I got the Durker, of course. He's going to be trying really hard, isn't he?
Defeat. That's not impressive.
Actually, I should have gone second.